I met this 6-year-old child with this bland, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was pure and simple evil. He's been here once tonight. I think he'll come back.
If that wasn't a sweet opening or what, huh? Let's give Austin some props for that, because that was badass. I saw it in the moment. Like I watched it here right now, and we had obviously seen it and watched it together. But dude, watching that live is awesome.
It was really cool. Is this thing on? Can people hear us?
Yeah. Do we have this is obviously new to us. Somebody who's in the chat, give us a thumbs up or let us know. There we go. Awesome. Good deal. Hey, guys, Halloween Lives, the podcast of Michael Myers. I'm Blaine Duncan. That is my brother, Austin. And, man, we're doing our first live show right now. And we are super stoked that we have there's like, 48,000 people are watching this thing right now. Can you believe that?
49 now, yeah.
No, dude, we are so stoked to have everybody here tonight. We have a lot of fun stuff that we're going to be talking about with you guys, and we've got some great guests that are going to be coming on the show. We're going to talk to some. I hate to say the word fans because but they're fans of the show, right? They're people. They're like-minded people like us, and that's kind of where we're at. So this has been a long time coming. We have been planning this live show, this first live show, for a really long time now. And it was something that we knew we wanted to do. We wanted to make that 25th episode. We wanted to make it special, and man, here we are. So thank you for Austin for putting everything together. Austin does like 99% of the work on this show. So good job to you, and thank you to everybody who's joining us tonight. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and speaking of where we're at, we are in a hotel.
Austin and I are traveling right now. So we're actually, if you watched last week's episode, we told you that we're actually we're in a hotel. We're in Iowa, in the middle of Iowa. We are going to be investigating a haunted pork farm tomorrow night, actually.
Yeah.
So we're in the middle of Iowa, and we were a little bit worried about the reception, the internet reception, all that good stuff. But so far, everything is good. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I so our usual background is now just the cleanest wall we could find in this hotel room. We were walking into a hotel room with a lot of recording equipment. I'm sure there were questions regarding the activities that would be occurring.
Yeah, we were kind of like joking. We were like, man, they're gonna for sure, with all this lighting equipment that we're bringing in here, they're gonna for sure think we're doing a porn, and then we're gonna be like, it's cool. We're brothers. It's incest porn. It's totally fine. Totally fine. So no, we're super stoked to have you guys here. We have a couple guests that we're going to bring on right away. A few people that have been on the show in the past, and we're gonna chat with them a little bit here in just a minute. But if you guys want to join the show live, you can check out actually join the show and be interviewed or talk to us live. Check out our Instagram page. We've got the link in there for the StreamYard link. You can log in, check it out, chat with us, and we'll go from there. But we've got some people who are already in the room with us. We're going to be bringing you guys on shortly. I promise we're going to get to everybody tonight. So be patient, and we're just going to have a lot of fun. We're just going to
if the show lasts 12 hours, that's the way it goes.
Yeah, I mean, if you're with us till the ass crack of dawn, it's because we like each other, and we're appreciative of you guys. So let's go ahead and bring on our first guest.
Our first guest. It's a familiar face And actually, how fitting for our first guest to be the first guest we ever had. Matt, are you ready to join? I can see you down there. Give me a thumbs up. All right, let's do it. Matt, welcome back.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, we got Matt Artz from Halloween Daily News, and dude, we're super stoked to have you. You've obviously been on the show in the past, and we reached out to you and we said, hey, we'd love to get you back. Obviously, there's a lot of really exciting news with Halloween 45 and that whole convention, and we're excited to see you out there. We're excited to meet you in person and get to hang out a little bit. But what's the latest, dude? I mean, what's going on with it? What do you know? Give us kind of the latest on what's going on with the Halloween 45 convention.
Oh, absolutely, guys. And first of all, thanks for having me back on. As you know, it was an honor to be your first guest. So your first guest tonight during your first live. I'm honored yet again. So wouldn't miss it. So I appreciate the invite and congrats on 25 episodes, guys. You're doing great.
Thank you, dude. That means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It feels right that you're the first guest on here tonight.
Awesome. Well, I definitely do appreciate it. H45, man, it is coming up. The weeks are counting down, and we've seen some pretty exciting announcements since we talked last in this format. And I'll go over some of the guests if you want, just so everybody knows. I mean, I'm sure your audience is well aware. It's happening September 29th. September 30th and October 1st in Pasadena, California, right there down the street from the original Myers house and all that good stuff. And it's the 45th anniversary of this wonderful franchise that we're all here celebrating, of course. And again, I know you guys know this and your audience, but just in case anybody stumbles in and has no idea what H45 might be, I can't imagine who that would be, but we were waiting for the announcements to start, and man, they started with a bang, and they started just kicking out Michael Myers actors, and we are now. I was looking at the website a few minutes ago as I was waiting to come on here, and I was doing some quick math. So far, if my math is correct, which don't hold me to it, but I'm pretty sure we have been seen announced 32 guests for 45 Years of Terror.
Damn, we're up to 32.
If I'm counting correctly, again, this was just a last minute thing, but yes, I believe we have 32, and that's significant just in the fact that, I mean, you guys know there's lots of long running horror conventions that don't even book 30 guests on a regular show of just a regular, from multiple franchises. I mean, I think that's a huge number for any convention, really, and
awesome.
And the fact that they're all from this franchise, and the fact that I don't think we're really close to being done either. But that being said, of those 32, 20 gentlemen have been announced who have appeared on screen in some form as Michael Myers.
Crazy.
Awesome.
Isn't that insane?
That's awesome.
It's just unreal. And I think we're actually, and again, you guys or your audience can correct me if I'm wrong. I might be, but I was thinking back to 2018 and thinking who all was there and who they've announced so far that wasn't there then, and then who's not going to be there, because we, of course, lost two of our franchise Michaels, I guess in the past year with Jim Winburn and then George Wilbur, of course.
Right.
And they were both there in 2018 and they won't be there. There's another Michael Myers actor from the 78 film that I don't expect to be there. I think you guys know who I'm talking about. But I think we're already ahead of the total number that they had in 2018. I think it was like maybe 19 total. And if I'm counting right, because we lost 3, and I think we've already got 4 announced that were not part of the guest list in 2018. So if you want, I can run through them.
Yeah, man. Let's hear it.
And again, I know your audience knows a lot about this already if they've been following, but I'm just gonna look over here at the Halloween45.com website. That's where tickets are on sale and all that good stuff. And I'm gonna just run through this insane guest list of these first 32 guests announced so far. This is pretty impressive. All right, so we've got Nick Castle, of course, from 78. Nancy Loomis, PJ Souls, Charles Cyphers, Nancy Stevens, Will Sandin, Sandy Johnson, producer Erwin Yablans, Mickey Yablans, making her first ever convention signing appearance ever. This is an exciting one. Gwen Van Dam. Now, who is Gwen Van Dam? Who did she play in the movie? Or you might be racking your brains. Well, she played the sanitarium nurse in the TV cut of 78. You guys will remember that they filmed a few additional scenes during the shooting of H2 for that NBC broadcast of
That's
78.
awesome.
So Gwen Van Dam.
That's huge.
It is. I mean, just when you think we've met or knew about all of the franchise alums, here comes Gwen making her first ever signing appearance ever after 45 years. I mean, it's amazing. So that's a really big one. And everybody I've said so far is from the 78 film, and Tommy Lee Wallace as well, also representing 78 and of course Halloween 3. But that's just 78. Now moving into the sequels, we've got Dick Warlock, of course, Michael Myers, Halloween 2, Lance Guest, Leo Rossi, Adam Gunn, young Michael from Halloween 2. Moving into Halloween 4 now, we've got Tom Morga, Eric Preston. Into Halloween 5, Don Shanks. From Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, A. Michael Lerner. From H2O, friend of ours, Chris Durand. From Resurrection, Brad Laree. From Rob Zombies, Halloween 07, Dave Farrick, Tyler Main, and another addition who, again, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe he was in attendance in 2018, Casey Hendershot, who did some stunt doubling for Tyler in the 07 remake. So he's going to be there as well. And from
That's awesome.
Absolutely. And from Halloween 2, I mean, yeah, let's not overlook Casey, because like you said, I mean, I love the fact that this convention in particular is going to great pains, everybody that was on screen, whether it was a second, whether it was, doing some doubling work, whatever it was, and absolutely, because they're part of this legacy. Chase Wright Vanek, who played young Michael in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. And from the most recent trilogy, our friend and everybody's hero right now, James Jude Courtney, the man himself, is going to be there. Christopher Nelson has been announced as an official guest, and he was there in 2018. He wasn't signing though, and I'm assuming now that they've announced him, he will be at a table this time signing. But you guys may know he appeared on screen as Michael it was his fingers that got blown off in 2018. And Cody Robinson also was not there in 2018 or ever before at one of these reunion events. He did some doubling for James on the 2018 film as well. So very excited to see him.
Yeah.
And let's see, did I skip anybody else? Oh yeah. Yeah, some more new. All four of these are brand new to this convention. First of all, rounding out the Michael Myers performers, we've got Aaron Armstrong, who everybody, I think, unanimously loved his work in the flashback scenes of kills.
Fantastic.
There's a big push for that guy to be the next Michael Myers, and I'm all for it. I think he killed it.
Absolutely.
He did awesome, and he was stunt coordinator on the last two films as well. So very excited that he's going to be there. Of course, he was not a part of any of these reunion events prior. He has done a few convention appearances otherwise, but very excited to have him. Another friend of ours, Douglas Tate. He appears briefly in Halloween Kills. He did just a bit of doubling for James. He's actually the one you see just a glimpse of him jump up onto the roof and then jump down. Well, they filmed more than you see in the actual theatrical cut, but that's Douglas up on the roof, and so he appeared on screen behind the mask, worked with Aaron and James, and he's going to be there. And rounding out these 32, both of these guys, I'm very happy to see added to this guest list from Halloween Kills and numerous other iconic films over the years. Anthony Michael Hall, he's our most recent Tommy Doyle. Certainly not the first or only actor to ever play the role. It's an iconic role for us within the franchise, but Anthony Michael Hall. I mean, going back to Vacation and just so many things he's done over the years. Very stoked that he's been added to the lineup. And last but not least, kind of one of the headline guests right now for, I think from my standpoint, Mr. Rowan Campbell is going to make his first ever convention signing appearance at 45 Years of Terror. Very fitting that that's where he makes his first appearance. And I don't know if he's gonna, fall in love with the convention scene and start appearing at other conventions. That very well may happen. It happens a lot at these type of things, but it maybe not. Maybe it might be kind of a one and done or one and done type deal. But Rowan Campbell, of course.
I was just going to say, even more reason to meet him. I mean, you might not ever get the opportunity again.
You never know. And some of these that even have done conventions, you don't know what they're going to do next year. You don't know what could happen in the future. So, but very cool. Of course, Corey Cunningham. Rowan played Corey in the most recent film, and a divisive character, very somewhat controversial, a lot hotly debated character. But I really enjoyed the character and Halloween Ends. For all of its differences and weirdness as what it is, I liken it to Halloween 3 a lot. But Rowan's performance, I thought, was just outstanding. One of the highlights of the entire film, in my personal opinion. So I'm very, very happy to see him added to this guest list.
Yeah, I think regardless of what you thought of that film, I hope people give him a warm welcome to the community. Because it's obvious if you don't like the film, it's not really his fault that the creative choices were made. But I certainly hope he is welcomed at
Dude's a hell of an actor.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's the thing. Whether you like the film or you don't, respect the fact that, I mean, he did a great job with that role, and so I'm excited to meet him. And like you say, this could be a one and done deal, or he may fall in love with doing these conventions like so many others have. So it's kind of exciting. But yeah, man, we are super stoked to get out there. We've been kind of talking about it on and off all day today, and it's going to be a blast. This will be our first Halloween convention. We weren't at 2018, so this is going to be a new one for us, and we can't wait, obviously, to meet you, Matt, but to also meet all the other awesome fans that are going to be out there. And it's just, I don't think you can really ask for a better fan base. I mean, it's just a group of people who enjoy talking to each other and learning from each other, because let's face it, we're not all experts in this. And we, there's a lot that people get to learn behind the scenes of things that happen. And this is just, it's going to be an awesome convention. And we're excited to meet you and all the other fans out there.
Absolutely. I feel the same. Our first time attending one of these Halloween franchise reunion events. Of course, they've been doing it for a number of years now, but our first one was the 2018, and it just blew us away. Just the love for the community that we all shared. But then, it was people that would come up and say, "Oh, Halloween Daily News. I love your site. Oh, you're my favorite Instagram account, Michael Myers Monday." And it's like,
that's awesome.
That was like, I mean, and we've run into people before at other events, but it was very unique and very special to us, my wife and I, when we went out there in 2018. So definitely looking forward to it again and connecting with you guys. And of course, all of the fans, like you said, the best fan community there is. And I have faith that Rowan will be very warmly welcomed and respected. And everybody's going to be grown-ups. I know there is some toxicity out there in social media, in fandoms, all fandoms. This one is no exception. And but I'm going to have faith that they're going to leave that at the door, and it's going to be a good time for everybody.
Everybody be nice. If you're if you're going to Halloween 45, be nice. Everybody play in the sandbox well together. We're all fans, right? We all love the story.
There's
a lot of passion, but let's all be nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's awesome. Matt, thank you so much, first and foremost, for coming on. Obviously, being the first two-time guest that we've had on the show. So thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing with us all those details. And we'll probably try to connect with you again, maybe even before H45, and just get a final update before we head out there. But man, cannot thank you enough. And you guys go check out Halloween Daily News. Matt, what's the best way to get a hold of you if people are looking for you?
Well, the HalloweenDailyNews.com. That's the home base right there. That's the mothership. You can find us and everything we're doing there. Of course, we're here on YouTube as well at Halloween Daily News, the Halloween Daily News channel. Lots of fun content on there from this franchise and all things Halloween outside of this franchise as well. Of course, invite you guys and all of your audience watching to join us on Mondays. Every Monday we do our Michael Myers Monday live show. It starts at 10:31 p.m. Eastern on Mondays, and we just like this talk all things Michael Myers and this franchise and have a blast with it. And I was just going to say, and I can't thank you guys enough for having me back. Again, truly an honor to be all those first guests, first live guests, and I don't know, there was another one, but I love it. I love first 2-time guests. Yes,
no, dude.
I'll wear all those titles proudly, guys. Absolutely.
Awesome.
I mean,
dude, that's awesome. No, we appreciate you, and we look forward to meeting you, as we said, and keep us posted on what's going on, man. We'll chat again for sure.
And thank you for just being literally the daily news. Like you are the source of information. So
for sure, for all the hard work and dedication you put into it. I don't think people probably realize how much hard work and dedication that you put into it. So thank you. Yeah. Like Austin said, for doing what you do.
It means a lot, guys. I appreciate you too. We'll do this again soon. This was fun.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
You guys too.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Dude, that's awesome. We've talked about this on the show many times, but I mean, the excitement that I have about H45 is unlike anything that I've really felt before as far as going to a convention. We've both been to conventions before, but I think to love this franchise like we do, to know that it's a convention specifically for that franchise is huge. I mean, I think when I think about the conventions that I've been at in the past, when they announce a Halloween guest, like a Halloween franchise guest, I'm always most excited for them. So to know that there's a convention where it will be all Halloween guests,
crazy. And like one thing that we've talked about a couple times tonight is I'm just really excited to meet like a lot of the people there, because I think it's going to be really cool. And that's kind of like tonight we're getting a little taste of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I almost get like a feeling of like this is a little virtual H45.
Yeah.
And
and that was something that you and I, when we went to dinner tonight, we were kind of talking about that. If there's anybody who's listening to this or who's watching this, who's going to be at H45, much like Matt, we want you guys, if you guys see us out at H45, come and say hi. We'd love to chat with you and meet you, and tell you that we appreciate in person that you watch and support our channel. So yeah, I mean, definitely, if you guys see us out there, reach out, let us know that you're, that you watch the show, and we can have a conversation. So who do we have? Let's see here. We've got, well, first off, I'm reading the chat room right now. We've got a whole bunch of people in the chat room. Thank you guys for watching. And we're going to kind of pay attention to it. And if you guys have any questions, you can throw them in there. If you have anything you want to say, you can throw it in there. We'll do our best to read those out. But let's who do we have next? What do you want to do?
Well,
where do we want to go?
So one thing that I do want to mention that I just figured out as we're doing this is obviously a new experience for us doing a live show. We can have a total of 10 people in the waiting lobby.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
I see that there are people trying to come in. As we get through people, keep trying. I apologize that is happening, but
so we can have 10 people in the lobby at a time. So once we're done talking with those people, once you're done, we'll kick you out. Go to our
get the hell out of here. You are done. No,
we'll go hop over to our YouTube channel and you can watch it live there. So yeah, I guess this is, once again, we apologize. This is all new to us. We're trying to figure this out. And thankfully, thanks to the support that you guys are giving us, we've got a whole bunch of people that want to get on. So let's keep turning and burning through this, man, and bring on our next guest.
So my plan here, to go completely arbitrarily, is I see this lobby full of beautiful people,
beautiful faces.
And I'm just going to go left to right. If you have your video camera on, because there's a few of you that have it off. If you have it on, I'm going to start with you. And it looks like Mr. Bryant, caller number one. Bryant, you're on the line with Halloween.
Oh, crap.
Myers.
Dude, what
Hello.
is going on, man? How you doing?
Can you guys hear me?
Hell yeah, we can. How you doing,
Oh
man?
my God, this is so crazy.
It's crazy.
I
For us,
can't
dude.
believe I'm getting to talk to you guys. This is wild.
Dude, we're excited as hell to talk to you.
Well, thank you. No, thank you for having this. And the opening was sick. I loved it.
Thank you.
Thank
you very much.
it came on and I was like, what's happening? Like, I like, yeah, but yeah, thank you guys for doing this. And like, it's weird that some time ago when you guys started this, I said to my fiance, I was like, it would be really cool one day if they did some kind of a live thing or something where you could actually talk to them, because you guys hit on so many points and bring up so much like cool facts and things that like I didn't know before and stuff like that. I'm like, whoa. And then it makes me want to go and watch the movies and be like, that's what they were talking about. Like,
That's awesome.
but yeah, this is really cool. I can't believe I'm even like the second person talking on here. This is like
Dude,
crazy.
well-
I thought this was going to be nutty trying to like go through and stuff. This is the first time I ever did anything like this. So,
Oh, well, man, we number one, thank you for the kind words. That's
Of
super
course.
cool of you. We appreciate your support. Obviously, without people watching the show like you, we don't
No
have a
doubt.
show. So, we truly appreciate it, and we absolutely love talking to like-minded fans, and that's exactly why we wanted to do this. And it was something that we talked about doing, where we wanted to find a way to interact with people who watch the show, and this will be the first of many. So hopefully, that's something that you can join in as we keep doing this in moving forward. But so, Brian, tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, are you a lifelong Halloween fan? Is this new to you, or where are you at? I see obviously you got the masks in the background. That's badass.
yeah, I sat in my chair. I was like, I'm going to sit so they can see I got 6 over there. He's like, he's kind of chilling.
Nice.
He can't fit on the back, but
right.
shit.
That's good.
Let me think. I mean, this has been since I was 8 when H2O came out. No, that's like the kind of, it's not where everyone usually starts, but that's where I started. I
Dude,
think
that was my first one too, bro.
that's what I heard you say on there the first time, and I was like, holy crap. I was like, that's really cool. So like, I was like, I'm not the only one, and that's not a bad thing, or like, you know what I mean? Like that's
right.
That's really cool. Like that. So I seen H2O when I was 8 years old. My mom actually paid for it on pay-per-view.
Nice.
And man, like I was like, this is cool. Like I like this character. Like I want to know more about this. And then it started, I started going to video stores, and my mom would let me pick out some movies, and like I ended up getting like all the Halloween movies and just getting caught up.
Awesome.
And Michael Myers became my favorite guy.
Dude, that's so funny, because it sounds like your story and how you discovered the franchise is eerily similar to mine, because my mom rented the movie for me, and your mom, rented it for you just in a different way, right? She bought the pay-per-view. So
right. Exactly.
It's very, very similar. H2O. And then obviously that is when we both fell in love with the franchise, right?
Dude, that's when you said it the first time. I don't remember exactly what episode, but I remember you talking about it, and I was like, that's fucking cool. Like that's like, wow. Like, no, you know what I mean? Like, and that you guys, like, you talk about like eat all the I don't know. You guys touch on so much like good stuff with all these movies. It makes me like think different things about the character and other characters in the movie, stuff I never paid attention to.
Well, that's good, man. Yeah, no, that's kind of the hope, is like we understand that they're horror movies, and horror movies just in general are not usually designed to make you really think deep.
Exactly.
But we want to bring a little bit more to it and make people think about it a little bit more. But what do you have a favorite out of the entire franchise? What is it?
Oh man.
I know it's hard to pick. It is hard to pick.
If there's one that I like to watch, I probably have watched the most. I wouldn't say, I guess I wouldn't say favorite, but I'll say the one that I probably watched the most, and it's going to make people like tilt their fucking heads, but like Halloween 6.
Okay. All right.
Amazing.
Curse of Michael Myers. Mostly because that one, I always like to call it, I like to call Michael Myers in that movie, I like to call him Dead by Daylight Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Because he's very robotic and very, he's a little creepier in some ways, I think personally, and just when he shows up, you're just like, whoa, but like the part, trying to think like in the beginning when he grabs up the chick, puts her on the wall and like, stabs her to the wall. dude, when he walks up out of the dark, you're just like, you just see him, and you see the mask just kind of like materialize out of the dark, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's spooky. It's like a really, I think one of you guys said it too, also, that it's like a compared to a lot of the other Halloweens, it's like, it's a lot more Halloweeny, a lot more spooky, seasonal, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
If that makes any sense. Yeah.
Well, and it's interesting that you say that. If you watched our draft, that was, I drafted George Wilbur from Halloween 6 because I mean, Nick Castle is the king, right? I mean, I think everybody will agree. Nick Castle is Michael Myers, but there was something that George Wilbur did with that role in part 6 that was even different than part 4. Just the way he walked and the way he moved. And I love the way
it's spooky.
It is.
He's real spooky. He's not, it's almost like he's less than I don't know if that makes, not less than the man, like, but he's less like, he seems like a robot. He's like the Terminator.
Right.
He's a little, I can hear like, dun, coming after me with him. Like when he's walking down the hall after like the two ways chasing Paul Rudd and the girl. Oh my God. Yeah. He's spooky.
That's awesome, dude. What so I kind of want to just randomly poll people tonight as they're on this, but just give us a quick 30 seconds. Did you like Halloween Ends or not? And all opinions are welcome here. We're not going to judge because we know there's a lot of people that don't like it and a lot of people who love it. So where'd you land with Halloween Ends?
Dude, I love Halloween Ends.
All right.
I like it. It's very different. It's very different. When I first watched it and first time I'm like, what are they going with here for, I don't know what's happening here. A lot of people I know there wasn't enough Michael in the movie for some. I agree with what you guys said on one of your episodes, that when Corey dressed up and put the mask on and went after everybody, that was Michael.
Right.
That was the essence, right?
Right.
That was the evil. That's what I felt that. So when you guys said that, I was like, that put me in a different headspace about it also. Like I liked it from the beginning, but when you guys talked about that, I was like, yeah, like I agree with that. So that's me on Halloween Ends.
Definitely. I think one of the big kind of motifs of those three films is like Michael is more than just the guy who kills. He is kind of an inflection on the town, and you see that a lot in Kills. And then I think Corey Cunningham is sort of the result of that.
I did not expect to like Corey Cunningham so much.
Yeah,
I like the dude. I love him. Yeah. I love the actor. Like you guys say, you got to give him props no matter what. He did really good. I liked it. I did not think I was going to like his character, and I loved him.
I agree.
I want more Corey. I wish he would have lived so there could have been more Corey.
Right, yeah. That would have been interesting, man. That would have been wild. I mean, it would have obviously pissed off a lot of fans, but I think it would have been interesting to see how they would have done it.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. Brian, you're awesome, man. We cannot thank you enough for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Like I said, I think we're going to do this again in the future, so please make sure
you do.
As Austin mentioned, so we're kind of learning to roll with the punches here a little bit. We're going to kick you out, but go to our YouTube channel.
I'm going to keep on watching.
Yeah, we're going to make room for the next group that wants to come in. So, yeah, dude, you are welcome back anytime.
Absolutely.
You're awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
As always, and I'm sure we'll be in touch soon.
Nice to talk to you guys.
Thanks, Bryant. Take care.
Thank you.
What a cool dude.
Super cool.
Yeah, dude. I mean, this is why I am excited to do this show, because it's like I just want to talk to people who like Halloween, and that's exactly what we're doing tonight. So that's awesome. I did want to read real quick. I've got a question in the chat that says, can anyone be a guest on the stream? Yes, you can be. So as we said, we're kind of running into a little bit of a technical snafu here where we can only have 10 people in waiting, and we are are we full right now? I think we're full right now. So
I'm kicking Bryant right now.
Sorry, Bryant. So we're working through this. We've got a lot of people who want to get on the show. So just keep trying, and we're going to kick people out as you see somebody get booted, or as as they leave the show. Please try to log in. But yes, go to Instagram, go to our Halloween Lives podcast Instagram account, and you'll see the link there for the StreamYard. Click on that, and you can join the show.
Absolutely. Well, what do you think, dude? Do we maybe talk to Another fan here.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think let's see, what do we got? We got we got plenty of people waiting, so let's just go ahead and let's bring on
So this was part of our 10-person problem. This man, what can you say?
He's always a problem. This guy is just this guy is from Canada.
And
he's always kind of just giving us a hard time about things, and I think it's time we bring him on and maybe give him a little bit of a hard time too.
If you're a fan of the show, you'll remember him. Dominic, welcome back,
dude. What's up, man?
Hi guys, do you hear me?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Did you
sound
just
like you're in Canada though? Did
you just introduce me as a problem? Like a hard time?
As somebody who likes to give us a hard time. So we're just, we're trying to throw a little bit back your way.
So nice to see you again. I missed you. I missed that vibe. Hey, congrats, guys, for your 25th episode.
Thank you very much.
I've been following you since the very beginning. Pretty interesting guest. You've got actors portraying Myers on your podcast. That's quite an accomplishment. Seriously, kudos.
Thank you.
And then we also have these brilliant guys that have this film that anybody can watch right now on YouTube called Halloween Stocks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Check, guys, if you have not, first off, if you saw that episode, I'm sure you've watched Halloween Stocks by now, but if you've not,
episode number 6, I think.
Yeah, I believe you're right. Yep. Episode number 6. Go check that out. And you can hear more about Dominic, but if you've not seen Halloween Stocks, you got to go see it. Dominic, tell us a little bit, kind of give us that brief synopsis of what the film is about, and just tell us more about it and why you decided to do it.
Well, it's a pretty simple film, actually. I wanted to stick to the original in terms of vibe. So I decided to work more on the ambience and go with a pretty straightforward story. It's a 14-minute film. It was fully self-financed and self-produced. It was also my very first film ever. So I wanted to simplify as much as I could to make something worth it. Prioritize quality over quantity. But basically, it's a story about a couple on a Halloween night who are about to have some sort of a good time until all hell breaks loose and a familiar, shadowy shape just show up and create some mayhem. And I think it's pretty nice film.
Yeah, you did a fantastic job with it.
Thank you.
I have said before that, it has the quality of it. It feels like it's a part of the franchise. It feels like it's a, it should be a film. And you did just such a, I feel like it's Halloween when I watch that short,
To me, it feels like you somehow got 14 minutes of the next Halloween movie. Like you
the opening scene of the next one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, it's a fan film, but to me, it's my first professional short film. So I wanted to make something well done that would be a part of my resume, right? I was really lucky to be able to get some people on board who would do it for free. They gave me their time and their talent, and together I think we managed to cook something pretty visually pleasing but satisfying as well. So far I've been receiving thousands of messages from fans who watched it, and pretty much everybody liked it. I'm really glad. And the film has been streaming for 6 months now. We've passed the 75,000 mark view.
Damn, dude. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you very much. It's beyond my wildest dreams, actually. There has been no promotion at all for months now. It's just organically being viewed again and again by people on YouTube. So it's mesmerizing. I'm still trying to understand what's happening to this day.
So well deserved.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
It is
so much.
Dominic, I know when you were on the program, you had touched on the fact that there was this idea that you might do another Halloween fan film. Do you think is that still sort of in the works, or where are you at with that?
I didn't know if we would go that way tonight. Actually, I thought we would.
Should we have screened this a little bit better, giving you some?
Because I have to tell people we didn't plan. There was no pre-interview. I had no idea when I was going to pass tonight and what we would be talking about.
But no pressure.
Of course, you would want this. You want to go this route. Yeah, it's still in the work. I had to take some time off during spring. I had some health issues, nothing serious, but enough to have me take some time off work and pretty much everything. But I've got some new meds now, and I'm just going back to my old self, and creativity is just flowing again. I've been writing a lot lately. The idea I have for the sequel that will happen.
There you go. It's going to happen.
Yeah, this is a premiere. No one knew it so far.
Halloween Lives podcast, breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news, absolutely. There will be a Halloween Stocks Part 2. Awesome. I can't assure everyone that it will happen this year. I think it will. I really hope it will. But I'm starting the process of casting, finding filming locations. The script is almost done, but I'm still tweaking it a little bit. I want to make something special that will not only live up to the original, my original, but surpass it in pretty much every way possible. And I have a story in mind that I think people will be blown away by. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's going to be worth a watch. So yes, it's still happening. Awesome. And I'm working actively on it. You know, when something is at the stage of an idea, it's pretty much inactive. But I'm starting to enlist people and ask around. And everybody I ask for help for whatever reason. Do you know an actor who could play that part? Do you know any location that would look like this?
Right.
And people are eager to jump in and to help. So it's really reinvigorating my English, huh, guys?
You're doing fine, man. No, that's fantastic. And just remember, the last time we chatted, I think I threw an offer out to you. I said, Dominic,
you would finance the whole film, right?
He did say that.
I remember.
I heard it. I was here. I did.
I said, Dominic, if for some reason your buddy, your Michael Myers, who you had in the last film, I said, if he is not able to do it, I will come to Canada. You can light me on fire. You can throw me off buildings. You can throw me in the water, whatever you got to do. I just want to play Michael Myers. And it's actually funny because maybe I'll send you like a casting reel or something, because this place that Austin and I are going to tomorrow, I brought down all of my essentially my Michael Myers cosplay and my costume, and we're going to do some kind of a photo shoot there tomorrow with some of it. So I'm going to send it to you, and then you might just go, there's something to this guy. I'll
need some videos though, not only photos. I need to see you in action. I need to see the walking, the mannerism.
Fair enough.
I remember you offered that when we first met, and do you remember the answer I gave you?
Well, I think it was something you asked me if I didn't mind being hurt. It was something along those lines.
That's it, because I really like the actor who plays the part in them. First of all, it's one of my oldest friends. But yeah, there might be some scenes in the follow-up where there's a risk for him. And I like you, but not as much as I like him. So yeah, if you want to play the stunt double, you're more than welcome to come.
Okay.
Dominic, I could lose 50 pounds, and I also have asthma. If you need somebody to do the loud breathing, I'll just walk up a flight of stairs, hook me up to the mic, and we'll be set to go.
That's true.
I'm pretty sure we can find a spot for you guys on set. I'll need all the help I can have for this one.
Amazing.
It might be longer than the first one. The story is a little bit more complicated. There might be a little bit more characters, and now I'm spoilering stuff, and I said I wouldn't. But I'll be in big need of all the help I can get. So if you want to come by and help in any way, you're more than welcome, guys. And it would be so nice to work with you on the set.
We might have to figure something out. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm 100% serious that might be something that we have to figure out. So
it'd be a lot of fun. And Dominic, I know we had talked a little bit about you coming to age 45. Is that a thing that is happening?
I'm still thinking about it. When the thing came online, when the tickets were on sale, I think within a matter of minutes, all the VIP passes were already gone, right? I haven't.
We didn't get that.
Didn't buy anything yet, but I'm thinking about accommodation, transportation, and I didn't think about that. But other than the price of entrance, you have to pay for every autograph or photo you take with any of the guests there. So it's a lot of money, and considering I'm probably going to finance a pretty considerable part of the next film I'm about to make, it might not be the most smart decision, but it's a fight between the mind and the heart. Huh? My heart really wants to go.
That's tough. Well,
Question for you guys: Did you
Yeah.
manage to find like accommodations easily in the area?
you know, we I think I booked the when we decided that we were going to go, I booked the hotel before
Right away, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we had a heads up that this was going to be happening,
Mhm.
and so I think I booked the hotel before anything was even announced. So we didn't have any issues with it, but I'm sure hotels booked up incredibly fast. If you weren't one who got on it right away, I'm sure they were hotels booked up really fast. But we were talking about that today. I think we're only 2 or 3 blocks from the convention center where it's happening.
Do you guys plan to pick up girls and get laid when you get there?
No, we might get in trouble for that. We can't talk about that stuff on this show.
So
This
you
is
could welcome
G-rated.
someone who couldn't find any accommodation anywhere.
Well, Dominic, I tell you what, if you come to H45, you can stay in our room. How about that? We'll make
Okay.
you that offer right now.
What a party!
It
I'm already
is. I
seeing
will
that.
tell you that it is only a twin size bed, so it's it's going to be a little bit of
For
a
the both of you?
for the both
For
of
the
us.
3 of us,
For the 3
Dominic.
of us.
Oh, that's a whole other story, huh? I'll
Go-
just
so
lean
go
back
book
a
your
little
flight.
bit.
We'll see you at
Bye,
H45.
guys. Yeah. But it would be worth it for the event. I'm not going to wait 5 years for the H50, and
Right.
the lineup is just incredible. And I'm touching wood, but we never know in 5 years what can happen. Some of those people are aging, and they
Yeah.
might not be able to come back in 5 years. So it's
Yeah, well,
I think
look
it's
at,
what's
like-
a lifetime.
Like Matt just said, we lost a few here just between 40 and H45. So
Yeah.
you don't want to miss out. So if you're at the end of the day, if you're going to go, we'd love to see you. We'd love to meet up with you if you go. So please keep us posted.
We'll do for sure.
And we'll definitely connect out there if you end up going. But let's stay in touch, because maybe there's an opportunity for us to. We're not, we're from Minnesota. We're not that far from you, right? I mean, we're right on your border. Let's maybe see if we can make something happen. And I'm going to send you that video, and you're going to be very impressed when you watch me walk.
Can't
down
wait
the
for it,
hall.
and I promise I will watch it carefully and with all my attention.
I appreciate.
I'll give you feedback.
I'll
I
do
love
the
it.
breathing, put on headphones. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Dominic, thank you so much, dude. Congrats on the success of Halloween Stocks. Guys, if you've not seen the film yet, go to YouTube, check out Halloween Stocks, and watch out for Dominic, because he's got a lot of awesome stuff coming our way, clearly. And thank you for the breaking news. We certainly appreciate it.
My very pleasure. There's no other place I would have want to announce it.
You're the man.
Amazing.
Congratulations for the tremendous work in these past few months. What you've done, guys, is amazing. The community is growing, and you're thriving with that thing you've built. So
Appreciate it.
kudos again.
You're the best. Thanks, Dominic.
Thank you,
Take
Dominic.
care.
All
See you
right, Have a
soon.
good night. We'll see you.
Bye-bye.
That's dude. So we have breaking news. Breaking news that Dominic is going to be making a sequel to Halloween Stocks, and like I'm not trying to kiss his ass, but it is awesome. Like it is a freaking sweet fan film, and I think we have zero talent. Well, you have way more. You have talent. I don't have talent, but you could do a really good job making a fan film. I couldn't, but like what he did, and what really anybody does who, and I think we have another guest on who's going to be talking about their fan film as well, which is awesome. And like when people actually take the time to put their love for this franchise and to put it out there for people to see, like I have all the respect in the world for those people, because it's something I don't know that I would have the nerve necessarily to do it. So kudos to them.
And that's what I was going to say is you said like I could. I think there's a difference between like you could do it and like you actually went out there and did it.
Right.
Like the determination to actually get it done, start pre-production to post and getting everything out there, like that is serious work.
Yeah.
And it's an incredible film. Anybody who does this kind of stuff, I'm extremely impressed automatically.
Yeah. No, I agree. Did you not to sound cruel, but did you boot Dominic? Or did
I should have done it before.
Oh,
you
yeah,
even
we should.
got
We
in
should.
here.
Yeah. See you, Dominic.
All right.
All right, so we're
banned
booting Dominic, so
forever.
yeah.
Banned forever.
Where's that button?
Yeah.
No, thank you, Dominic, for coming on the show. You're awesome, dude. All love. So if you want to get on the show, please, you go ahead and try to jump on now. Like we said, we can only get 10 people in the waiting room at a time. We got to get that figured out. We'll have that figured out by the next time we do our next episode. So just reading through some of the comments here, guys. Thank you for all the kind words that you guys are saying. Looks like, are you guys looking for other horror conventions to go to in California? I know a small one that happens in a few days. Yeah, so we're from Minnesota. We're in Iowa right now. We're, like we said, we're kind of out of state, doing a little paranormal investigation. We're always going to be looking for conventions. I mean, that's going to be, you know, any of them that we can go to if we can fit it into our schedule and work schedules and life and everything else. We'll always be looking for conventions to go to. So if you guys ever have one that you think would be fun to go to, let us know. We'd love to. We'd love to check them all out. I wish we could just do this full time, and then we could travel around and
Oh my
go to
god!
conventions.
Well, and conventions are still like something that's fairly new to me. But okay, looks like I've been trying to get on.
Yeah, Quentin, you work. Yeah, if you want to try getting logged in, man, we got a little bit of a waiting issue, so we apologize. Hop in, keep trying that link, and we can only have 10 people on, so we apologize. And we've got 10 people in the room. Looks like right now. Why don't we go ahead and get our next guest in, and then we can just keep moving this bad boy along.
All right. So I have no idea if any of you in the lobby know where you're sat positionally for us, but next up for us, basically just be ready all the time. Next up, caller on the line, Dan.
Dan,
Welcome to the show.
What's up,
Hey,
dude?
what's going on,
doing?
guys?
Good. How
Not
you
bad.
doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. Thank you for coming on the show. What's your what shirt are you wearing?
Halloween.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Very
78.
cool. Very cool. Very cool. Well, hey, dude, thanks for coming on the show. What's your favorite Halloween film?
78.
All right. Very, very good. Yeah. When was the first? Do you remember when you watched it for the first time?
I had a babysitter rent it for me, but
Dude,
I
that's
had to
awesome.
promise that I wouldn't get scared or have nightmares.
This sounds like the beginning of Halloween Ends.
Right.
Yeah, but no one died.
That's right. No, yeah, you're here. Nobody tried to turn into a serial killer. That's awesome. So your babysitter rented the movie and you guys watched it. How old were you?
I was probably 7 or 8.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So
yeah.
you were probably, well, I think I've said this on the program before. I think I was like 12-ish, 11, 12 when I first saw H2O. But Austin's 11 years younger than I am. So he was probably really little the first time he saw a Halloween film because I was always watching him by the time, he was old enough to watch TV. But but you were young. I mean, that's and when you saw that, did you instantly know like this is a freaking awesome franchise and you wanted to watch more of them?
I don't think at that time I did, but I think the
Nice.
love for it overall just grew. And I'm an artist as myself, so I've always been attracted to horror movies. And the funny story is I was actually supposed to be born on Halloween.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh.
But
So-
unfortunately, I was not. So
Okay, so I was gonna say, like, I don't know if that would be awesome or if that would suck because I feel like Halloween it's my favorite day of the year, and I want to just do Halloween stuff. But as you're
Right.
a kid, you kind of get screwed out of that a little bit. Would you have liked to be born on Halloween? Would that have been a good thing?
I think probably in the long run, I'm glad I wasn't,
Yeah,
because then I wouldn't
right.
be able to enjoy it as much.
Exactly. Yeah. And I feel like as you get older, your birthday just kind of becomes another day. And Halloween is very special. I'm sure it is for you and it is for
Right.
us. So yeah, you don't want it to just, turn into something that you're not excited about.
Right.
But no, that's awesome. Do you you talked about that you're an artist. What kind of art do you do? Or what do you make?
So I make clay sculptures,
Sweet.
figures.
Have you ever done anything in the realm of Halloween horror?
Oh yeah, that's all the figures I make are all horror related. And I just did. I tagged you guys on it on Michael Myers Monday
Awesome. Oh, that's right. Yes, I did see that. Yes.
with the
Austin
blood
probably-
drip.
Yes, that was freaking badass, dude. That was sweet. So we should maybe what we'll do, we're gonna if you're cool with it, let's use that on one of our upcoming episodes. You can as like a fan of the week thing. We can just
Yeah,
get
sure.
that out and show people that if you do me a favor, when you get off tonight, will you send me that picture and send me a couple others and we'll use those when we do that episode. Would that be
Sure.
cool? Awesome.
Amazing.
Do you go to conventions or anything like that with your
I
art?
do, and I try to sell at conventions, but it's so hard lately. I either get on the waiting list or I can't afford it because I don't know whether they expect these independent artists to afford these table prices for these tables.
That
It's
sucks,
crazy.
man. You're not the first person who has said that to me. Or that I've heard that from. That it almost becomes for like independent artists, it's very difficult to live in that world because they just make it so expensive for you to even set up a booth and try to sell your art.
Right.
That's too bad. That sucks. Do you have any conventions coming up? Are you going to H45 or anything like that?
I wish, but I don't have that kind of money for sure. Because I know I would be in debt big time.
Yeah, I think Austin and I we're gonna be sharing a couch together in somebody's like shitty apartment because we pretty much had to sell everything to make it happen. But we totally get it. But we feel like kind of like what we were just talking about with Dominic. It's a I don't want to say it's a once in a lifetime thing, but as the years go on, there's gonna be less and less people that are around to do it. So now is the time to do it, and we're sort of splurging to go. So,
right.
No, that's awesome, man. So where do you think the series is going to go from here? Where do you want to see the series go from here?
I don't know. I think I kind of agree with what you guys were talking about. Someone redo Season of the Witch.
Dude, that'd be sweet. Nice. How do you feel about what if Rob Zombie would have done it? Would you have been cool with that or no?
I don't know. I mean, because I think, the second one, he just they weren't going to let him do what he wanted, any more than that. So he just said, screw it. I'm going to just do what the fuck I want to do. So I don't know. It just depends. I mean, I enjoy those movies. I enjoy them all. It's like you guys said, it's there. I'm going to watch it. I like it. So
yeah, exactly. That's the thing is like, there are movies that we obviously like more than others, but at the end of the day, they're all Halloween films and we appreciate them for what they are. Even if they're not the greatest of the series, they're still a part of the franchise that we love. So we're going to watch them if they're there.
Exactly.
That's awesome, man. That's very cool.
I mean, I'm just thinking now, like if that would be, and we kind of touched on that during our Season of the Witch episode, like if they went back or if they went now and did a Season of the Witch, it's kind of the perfect stopgap between ends and whatever they want to do moving forward. If there is sort of a break, I think that's a perfect break. Still sort of appeasing to this fan base, keeping up the intellectual property of Halloween, but a little something different.
Keep the fire alive a little bit.
And there's so much cool stuff they could do with it, man.
Yeah,
that is such a cool movie. So that's a great take. I'm a big fan.
Yeah. Yep. No, for sure. Well, Dan, you are awesome, man. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you for the support. We just cannot thank you enough and keep going with the artwork, man. That's badass that you do that. And please send me those photos. I will, I'll make sure that we get that on an upcoming episode. We'll get you on as a fan of the week. And where can people find your art anywhere? Or you got any social media handles that you want to throw out there?
Yeah. So I'm Dirty Gnome Dan on Instagram and Twitter. And then I have a website, dirtygnomestudios.storenvy.com.
Okay. Awesome.
Amazing.
Guys, go check out Dan's artwork. Go support him. He's an independent artist, and we've got to support those guys because they do a lot of awesome stuff. So, dude, thank you so much for coming on the show. We'll be in touch, and give me those photos, and we'll get you on a future episode.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Thanks, Dan. Have a good night, man.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, take care.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, dude. I remember. At first when he was talking about it, I was like, I feel like I've seen this before, but I couldn't remember where. And then when he said that, when he was talking about the bloody tears, this Michael with the bloody tears, I was like, there it is. So,
well, and there's sort of a disconnect where it's like I almost wonder how many of the people in this lobby that we talk to kind of on the regular, but they're under their sort of usernames.
Yeah, well, exactly. And that is kind of the thing. And for those of you who got the email that we sent out regarding the link, I said to you, hey, please use your real name if you can. That way we know obviously what to call you, but then we'll give you a shout out as well. But if you are using a different handle or username, that's cool too. We'll just figure it out. But looks like, again, I apologize. There's some people in there saying they can't get on. We know this is a little gremlin that we're working on. We can only have 10 people in the kind of in waiting at a time. So there are people that are logged in right now, ready to go, and we're going to keep going. Let's see. Quentin, if you're on, man, go ahead and let us. Is Quentin in? I don't know if he's.
Let me check.
Jenna, thank you for the kind words. That's awesome. We appreciate it. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's just bring on the next guest. So let's keep moving along and
brother dearest, would you do me a big favor?
What?
Could I have a beer?
Oh, yeah, sure. It's gonna be one of those kind of nights, I guess.
It's you know, you got to do it. We're doing the Younglings again, or for me, first time.
Yeah, Austin's never had one. They're not. If you've ever had a Yingling, they're apparently an East Coast beer. I didn't know
Very
that,
good.
but a coworker, a friend of mine, gave me some, and we're rocking it tonight. So let's go ahead and bring on our next guest. Who do we have?
So we have a double feature here. We got a 2-for-1.
2-for-1.
Now let's bring them both in, Robbie and Sammy.
It's us.
Hello,
Hey,
guys.
what's up, guys? How you
Hey.
doing?
Good. How are you
Good.
doing? Thank you
Good.
for having
Love
us on.
Absolutely love this setup.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. So where are you guys from?
Orlando area, so Central Florida.
Okay, awesome. So you guys get some good conventions down there, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to a couple actually in October. Very excited.
We're gonna have a booth at three conventions coming up.
Yeah.
Awesome. Because you guys, okay, so no, and I apologize because we've chat with a lot of different people, but you guys have a podcast, right? I feel like I recognize you guys. You guys have a podcast, right?
We do.
Correct.
We Can't Kill the Boogeyman podcast. So we don't
Awesome.
just talk about Halloween. We talk about all sorts of horror movies, but
The
Love
last
it.
episode we talked about Monster Squad.
Yeah.
Because that's one of my favorite movies.
Dude, great movie.
That is Monster Squad is without question one of my favorite horror movies of all time. That's like when I think back to my earliest memories of watching horror films, Monster Squad is one of them. It's like Silver Bullet, Monster Squad, and Friday the 13th Part 4 are the first horror movies that I remember watching.
My very first horror movie was Scream, and then I watched the first Halloween. So, I
Dude,
get
so
ya.
you okay? So you started right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And I watched it with my mother. She kind of introduced me to the Scream series and the Halloween series.
That is awesome. What's with the moms? Moms
Yeah,
are
you-
like, where are the dads at? Because
My
I feel
dad
like
was
moms,
super pissed when he found out I watched all this.
yeah.
No, I was gonna say you have a cool mom. She
Yeah.
was like, "We're gonna start you out right.
Yes.
Scream,
Mhm.
Halloween.
Yeah,
Super
let's
young. Yeah. Mhm.
Forget anything else." Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's-
What about you, Sammy? Where did you start at?
From him.
I
Okay,
kind of
all right.
introduced
Yeah.
her to the series.
I mean, I used to do like Are You Afraid of the Dark, Goosebumps, all that stuff when I was younger. But when I was like an early teen, I saw The Ring in theaters and it scared the crap out of me. And I just like took a big horror break
Okay.
for a while.
Fair
And
enough.
then I met him and I was like, you know what, let's get back into it. And then he got me on all of these classic horror movies, including the whole Halloween series. It was
That's
all
awesome.
him.
So we own a broadcast network. It's Limitless Broadcasting, and so we go to all these horror conventions
Mhm.
promoting our network and what we do and all that. So we always bring Michael Myers with us.
Yeah, he
And
comes with us.
He is a big draw.
That's
our booth.
awesome.
Mhm.
I love it. No, that's fantastic. So is that are you guys like in your studio, if you will? Is that,
Yeah.
is that kind of where you
Mhm.
guys record at? Okay, very
Yes.
cool.
Mhm.
Very cool. And now, so let's chat a minute about the latest David Gordon Green trilogy. Where do you guys land with that? Sammy, I'll start with you. Where do you like? Did you like the trilogy? Did you not like it? Were there some that you did and some that you didn't? Where'd you land with it?
I loved it. We
Okay.
were really into it. But yeah, I know there's a lot of iffiness with the last one, but I really liked it, even though it's a totally different vibe. And I get it, Michael wasn't in it as much, but he wasn't in the very first one very much either. So,
Exactly.
you know, I
Yeah.
mean, I liked all of them. Probably Halloween Kills the best, just because
Okay.
Interesting.
if I'm
Okay.
going to see Michael Myers, I just want to see him killing some people. And
Well, yeah,
that's what he
certainly
did.
Yeah.
In
No,
the
for sure.
second one, yeah, he was pretty brutal in that one. So probably
awesome.
that's my favorite out of them. But I like all of them. I really enjoyed this last trilogy. I thought they
That's
were
awesome.
great.
Robbie, what about you, man?
The one thing I like about this last trilogy is they had a game plan of how to do it. They didn't break it up into gaps. The same people that started on Halloween 2018 finished Halloween Ends, and I
Mhm.
liked that. There were so many producers, and there were like 22 producers for each movie to get these things going.
Yeah.
But I think one of the best kill scenes is in Halloween Ends when he cuts off the tongue and just kind of skips.
Mm-mm.
I don't know how they thought that up. She can't watch it. Every
I have
time
not seen it.
every time
I
it
can't
comes
do
on
it.
the screen, she's like, "Oh, I can't do it."
I can't do it. No.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed Halloween Kills, and I do like H2O as well.
Well, you bring up a really cool point. And it's something that we don't talk about enough. Is that consistency of cast and
Yes.
crew in those films. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I see Iron Man a couple times behind you.
Yeah.
Star Wars, are we a fan?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
I probably like it a little more than he does, but I mean,
The newest trilogy, they were messing around with the
yeah.
cast or the crew the entire time, and it feels totally disconnected.
You're right.
This
Yes.
new trilogy, you can tell from the first one that they had a game plan. You get
Mhm.
hints at kind of characters in the next movie
Mhm.
right from the jump. And yeah, no, I think that's totally an underrated part of this new trilogy.
Yeah. Well,
Agree.
she has a Disney podcast as well. It's the Pixie Dust Twins.
Yeah, so we kind of cover a
Nice.
lot of stuff.
So they
Yeah, that's awesome. So you got horror and Disney.
I know, got
Yeah.
a mix. Yeah,
There
that's
you
how we
go.
got the
I
other
gotta,
stuff.
I gotta
going.
check it out because that's my life too. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta mix it up.
The funny thing is before me, she was afraid of horror, and now her and I have a horror podcast.
Yeah,
So
I
it's-
wasn't as
so
into
it's
it.
great.
Mhm.
So yeah, okay. So you converted her.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that's
Very cool.
That's awesome. Where do you guys want to see the franchise go? What's kind of next? If you guys had the magic wand, where would you take it?
I want to see how they're going to bring back Michael Myers from Halloween Kills.
What do you do
Or
with-
Halloween Ends? I'm sorry.
Exactly. What do you do with Hamburger Michael? Like, how are you
Right.
gonna bring him back?
Right. That's
You
gonna be
know?
tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to do it, but I'm curious to say, how did he do it?
How
Did
you
he
bring
just
him back?
grow back, or did he just
Just
I
put
don't know.
himself
Right.
back together.
right?
Yeah. Right.
Mold himself back into being.
I feel like they have to, like, I mean, we know that Michael is going to come back, right? I mean, he
Right.
will come back.
Yeah.
There's too much money to be made at the end of the
Right.
day. So he will come back. And I feel like if they're going to do it, they're going to almost have to do like what they did with the latest trilogy and just reboot the series with whatever storyline they want to go
Right.
with, whether it's a
Probably.
brand new storyline or whether they're connecting in with another one. That's really, I think, the only way to do it. Because otherwise, eventually, you're going to have an 80-year-old Michael Myers running around.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
can even
for
figure
real.
out a way. Yeah, even if you can figure out a way to bring him back from Hamburger Michael Myers, like that's that
Right.
it's gonna be difficult. So
Mhm.
Don't you guys like it when they kind of switch things up? Like, I know a lot of people didn't like Halloween Ends, but all movies can't be the same movie, or we never have anything new to watch.
right.
I
You
think
know?
that's exactly why we like Halloween Ends. It's something, it brings a new perspective
Yes.
to this thing that we love and have loved for a long time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Anytime
Definitely.
you can see it through a new lens.
I will say, I wish they did more with Corey.
Yeah.
I
we
think
wish
they-
he didn't die.
Yeah, I think they had an opportunity there, and they should have ran with it a little bit more.
Right.
Maybe brought him back, or maybe whoever picks up the mantle brings him back, and they're like, "Oh, by the way, he really didn't die."
Mhm.
I mean, they did that with Lori a couple times, and she's back in.
Right. That's true.
I think their hope with killing Corey was sort of to be like I think they were afraid of maybe the divisiveness, but it happened either way.
Right.
So
Mhm.
I'm with
That's
you,
true.
man. It would have been crazy.
Yeah,
If only.
Where can people find your podcasts at? Where can they find them at?
Our horror one is at Boogeyman Pod on Instagram,
Instagram.
and you can also just follow at Limitless Broadcasting, and that'll have all of our other information on there too.
Awesome.
but we're on
Awesome.
all the major streaming platforms
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
That's
So-
awesome.
Amazing.
We'll have to connect again down the road. I'd love to do a
For
show with
sure.
you guys, and it would be fun just to chat and kind of run some ideas past each other with the
Absolutely.
whole franchise and
Yeah,
things like
most
that.
definitely.
And,
You guys
yeah,
are doing your thing, so thank you for having
Love
us
it.
on.
And I love
Love
the
this.
positivity. I
Yeah,
love it when
you guys
people
are
are
great.
not just like dragging on some of the Halloween stuff. I love it.
Well, we certainly appreciate that, and yeah, I mean we love the franchise. We get that there is some things that aren't perfect with it,
Mhm.
Right.
And it's very easy to to say bad things, but hey, yeah, let's stay positive about
Well-
it and appreciate the series.
Well, that's true in any franchise. Look at the Fast and Furious. I mean, they have their ups and downs. So
Right.
does Halloween.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
when you guys go out to Halloween 45, definitely take a lot of photos and
Yes.
video. I'm trying to convince her to go out.
It's very expensive.
Sammy, it
It's
shouldn't take
very-
any convincing. It should
It's
take this.
expensive.
It's very expensive.
No, I know.
But I told her it'd be great for the podcast to go out
Mhm.
there.
It's a business opportunity.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
That's
Thanks.
very true. That's very true.
I mean, to a degree, I don't know if we'd necessarily be going out there if we didn't have this
Yeah,
podcast. I think
I
it's
agree.
kind of like a big thing for us to be like, no, we're a legit Halloween podcast.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
yeah.
yeah.
And just
Yep,
like
and-
you guys said, if we do end up going out there, if any fans see us, come up and say, hey.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, hey, let us know if you're going to go because we'd love to connect and just hang out with you guys if you do end up going.
Yeah.
Please follow us on Instagram. I
We
know
will.
we're following you, but follow us back so we can DM each other.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll definitely connect and like I said, it'd be fun to get you on the show too. So we'll give you
Most
we'll give you a
definitely.
follow on Instagram as well. And
Awesome.
yeah, guys, go check out the podcast. It's so in your you do both Halloween and horror, right? I mean, it's not just
Correct.
it's
Yeah,
obviously
just
you can't kill
general
the
horror.
boogeyman,
Yeah.
but yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you guys so much for coming on. Thank you for the support.
Yep.
And let's connect soon.
Yes.
Yeah,
thank
thank you.
you. Have a good
Thanks,
night,
Robbie and
guys.
Sam.
Thanks.
Take care.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, so we do need to think about getting some connection with like Robbie and Sammy, for instance, where people have other podcasts, and we did that. We were on another podcast before with the Scary Movie Project, and I don't know, Matt. Matt
It's
was
funny you mentioned that.
Oh, do we have Matt? Is Matt here?
Because as mentioned, Mr. Matt, how are we doing?
Dude, what's going on, Matt?
Gentlemen, what's the word? How you guys feeling tonight?
Good, man. We're doing well. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I want to show you something that I found in my office earlier.
Uh-oh.
What do you think about that?
What does this say?
Can you see it?
Halloween THX full frame.
It's the original Halloween on VHS. I have it on tape.
No way. Is that so you had that and you found it, or like you found it at a thrift
No,
store?
I found it in my house. I knew I had it somewhere, and I was thinking about the show, and I said, "This is a prop or something I can give these guys and show." So I dug this up. So
Dude, that is sweet. That thing is probably. Do you have like the slip cover for it and everything?
no, that's the thing. I keep it in like a box so it doesn't get trashed.
Sure.
But it's a good prop.
Oh, that's all right.
So-
That's all right.
I'm sure there's probably people on eBay selling like just the box for like $200.
Yeah.
So
No, that-
shout out if you guys want to. Horror Macaroni on Instagram. She was on the show. She was on my podcast. She collects tons and tons of old VHS horror films. Check her out. Awesome
Okay.
stuff.
Horror Macaroni. Check her out.
Yeah.
Check her out. That's awesome. So Matt, what's new, man? How you been? It's been a little bit since we talked. We were on your
pretty
show.
good. You guys are getting me all excited. So I'm going to plug something else. I'm not going to be able to go to H45. Let me see if I can do something here, though. I'm going to see if I can try to present something.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
Let me see if I can give you any sort of presenting possibility.
It's not no big deal. But so have you guys ever actually been to Pasadena? Have you ever been to Pasadena and seen all the places from the Halloween from the original?
Well, I have been. I was about 10 or 12 years ago, but I never, for some reason, I don't know why, I didn't go see the Myers house, but I did see the Doyle house, and I saw a few, like I saw the Nightmare on Elm Street house and things like that. But otherwise, no, I don't know a ton about the area.
All right, so I don't think I can send this picture, but I'll give it to you guys at some point. I was in Pasadena for the Rose Bowl in 2010, so of course I took like an hour or 2 hours.
Yeah.
And kind of ran around in the hedges and the house she lives outside of and the school and everything. It's amazing. It is amazing. You're gonna be there and you're gonna be in awe when you see all this stuff. It is so much fun.
I can't wait.
And all the stuff from Rob Zombie's Halloween, it's all in the same neighborhood, which is really cool stuff. So I don't know about part 2. I think some of it is, but yeah. But anyway, I'm not gonna make it to that, but because I'm gonna do I'm going to be in New Jersey on Friday the 13th in October to go to the tour at the camp for Friday the 13th.
You were telling us about that. Yeah, dude. That is like, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Halloween. You know how we feel about Halloween, right? I mean, we're obviously talking about a Halloween podcast here, but doing that is like a damn close second. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, that would be sick.
Yeah.
So give us the details.
Yeah. So that is through Crystal Lake Tours, I guess it's called. And they've been doing tours they realized they had a gold mine they were sitting on top of, obviously. Why don't we, I drove to the camp. So I'm right outside of DC. So I drove to the camp. It's a good 5 hours away. It's not close up in New Jersey. It's in the middle of nowhere. But they realize crazy people like you and me drive up there and take photos, and it's, forbidden. You can't go to this camp. And it's a working Boy Scout camp. And they were
wow.
God, what if we opened this up and we gave people donations and and of course, obviously money rules the world, right? So they finally caught on to this, and they've been doing tours for years now. And I was supposed to go years ago, and there was some bad weather. I couldn't do it. So fingers crossed, obviously. This time is the way to go. So yeah, you get to go to the camp. It's like from noon till 5 on Friday the 13th. And you get to see all the cabins. It's 15, 20 people. It's a small group. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. So
that's awesome.
But
And are you are they like showing the film or anything like that?
they're not going to do that, I don't think. But I think you get you get swag and whatever. I mean, it's not like it wasn't $1,000. It was pretty affordable. But I mean, everyone's been saying, obviously these folks in this film, Halloween are, aging is the word. If they do a 50th, I think I have to go in 5 years.
Yeah, right.
But,
right. Yeah.
I've met a ton of folks from the film. So I've met the ones I think I've wanted to. I haven't met John Carpenter. He was at a show. The line was, forget it. You weren't going to get his autograph. It wasn't going to happen. But yeah, cons. You guys are talking about cons. I love them. There's one up in Hunt Valley, like an hour from here that I go to. There's one in Philly I go to. They're a blast, man. They're a blast. Tons and tons of swag. So
no, that's fantastic. So is the tour? Is it sold out?
Yeah. So I got lucky. I was on like a list of because I subscribed to it and I saw the email and I was at work like in the middle of something. And the email came and I was just like, okay, work has to pause right now. And I just literally, they were like, you have 5 minutes. And I bought.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
I'm not missing it because they have them, on random weekends in the summer. But you got to go on Friday 13th.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, you can't go on a Friday the 13th tour on Friday the 13th and it not be any more cool than that.
Well, and it's October 13th, which
huge.
I think is kind of a
pure
special.
luck. That was just pure luck. I lucked out on that one. But
right. No, that's awesome.
So this is 25 for you. This is fantastic. I'm glad you guys are doing this. This is fun. I hope you guys are having a good time with this.
Yeah, dude. No, it is. It's kind of hard to believe we started this podcast. We were talking about it. So we, as I'm sure you heard, we're in Iowa right now. We were driving down here this afternoon, and it was exactly a year ago. I don't know that necessarily to the date, but a year ago to the month at least that we were driving down here and we were like, what we need to do? We need to do a podcast.
Oh, you said you had to stop your car because you were like so moved.
Yes. Yeah. And it was like, we need to do a podcast. And then it just it developed from there. And here we are a year later, we're at episode 25. We're talking to awesome fans like yourself. And it's just like, it's more than I ever thought it would be. And we're super stoked that people have been supportive of it. And it's an awesome community. Yeah. And we talked about positivity within the group, and it's just like that's what this community needs. Is it just these people who are happy to talk, and so that's kind of what we want to do, is just bring some positivity, I guess. And this whole deal,
it really is the coolest fan base, Matt. I think we talked about that on your podcast, the Scary Movie Project. Is that this is just such a cool group of individuals in this fandom.
And you know what? That's a good thing you made. The point you were saying earlier, everyone behaved themselves when you will not. It's funny because it's the fans about movies of horrible things that happen to people, I guess, but they're the nicest people in the world. Like, because there's no convention for the American Pie comedy films. There's no convention for other stuff. This is these people are unique, and to see you guys. I mean, it's my favorite franchise of all, like the 10 movies done, like 10, 15 films. But I cover everything on my show, but. Yeah, Halloween is you guys are no pun intended, or maybe you do. You guys are killing it with this, obviously, because
thank you.
You're deep into this stuff, and it's really good.
No, we appreciate it, Matt. Where can they find your podcast at, and give us any social media links, anything like that?
Yeah, the Scary Movie Project, scarymovieproject.com. Go to Instagram at the Scary Movie Project. The link, all the Facebook stuff is there as well. If you want to see my personal stuff, Hilltop Productions at Hilltop Vid. On Instagram, hilltopvideos.com. New documentary is about to be released. The trailer has been dropped, so that will be coming out very soon. So that's where you guys can find me.
Well, Matt, and I know I still owe you an email, I think, because we're going to try to connect to talk about Amityville. So we're If anybody doesn't know, I actually did I executive produced the Amityville and origin story, which you can find on MGM Plus. Yep. I was the executive producer on that. So Matt and I are going to get together and chat about Amityville because I'm really into that story and I've been following it for a long time. So I owe you an email and we're going to connect on it.
We all here have seen many Amityville shows, movies, and documentaries. This one is probably maybe the best one I've seen. This one was super in depth, 4 parts. Obviously we'll discuss all that later.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, Matt. Thank you so much for saying that. Yeah, it was a project of a passion project. Learned a lot. And no, it was fantastic. So I'm gonna connect with you and we'll do that show coming up. But guys, go check out the Scary Movie Project podcast, and then check out Matt and all the social media links. And thank you so much for coming on the show, dude. I really appreciate it.
For having me. This is awesome. Have a great rest of your show.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Have a good night.
All right, bye.
Yeah, I feel bad. As he was sitting here talking about his podcast, I'm like, oh man, him and I were emailing back and forth, and then I didn't mean to blow you off. I promise. I didn't mean to blow you off. It's just life happens. But no,
well, that was interesting. This is the first Amityville bomb you've dropped in the podcast.
Yeah, I don't know.
This guy has a fucking IMDb.
I do have an IMDb. It's true. Yeah, so that is true. So
it's really cool being a guest on my own podcast with this celebrity here.
I feel like maybe we should do a podcast where you just interview me about how amazing I am.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's super cool, Matt. Thank you so much for coming on the show, and obviously for the shout out regarding the podcast. But all right, let's keep this thing going. Let me just check messages real quick. Once again, if you're just joining, we're having some issues with people trying to get in.
It looks like we got some spots right now. So if you're trying to get in and you haven't been able to, try to get in now. Or if you don't want to talk to us, that's fine too. I cry.
Yeah, no, that's right. Who do we got next?
Looks like next up is a man who has a great last 5 letters of his name. And I say that as Austin. Hello, Justin. Welcome to the podcast.
I see what you did there. The Shape of Winter, Mr. Justin. What's up, dude?
Can you actually hear me, or am I kind of screwed right now?
We got you, brother. You're on.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Headache and excruciating pain because of this son of a bitch. But
dude, that thing is badass.
Yeah, holy shit, that thing looks.
Perfect. Well, do you want to talk about him first, or do we...
please? We need to know more about this.
So unfortunately, everybody knows this. I have a pretty fond relationship, I guess, with my mask. That sounds really fucking weird, but whatever. This is, and I've said it multiple times. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it. This is probably one of the most accurate masks to the one James Hugh Courtney owns. I can send you guys pictures if you want to do the whole
for sure, dude.
Guest podcast or whatever. But there's every single aspect of the hero mask. I got behind the scenes photos as well as pictures of the actual masks that were used. And this is done by Seven Sins Studios, and he pretty much recreated it. And a lot of people know in this community that if you want a pretty damn accurate, not even pretty damn accurate, it's pretty.
It's
accurate. It's accurate. But if you want,
so Justin, how long did it take you to do that from start to finish?
What do you mean? Like just
he had Seven Sins do it.
I'm sorry, you had Seven Sins. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were saying okay.
Oh God, no. Trust me, I would not be able to do this.
Okay, I was going to say you have way more talent than I do.
No, I have less talent than anybody. But
no, that thing is badass.
Yeah, this thing took. It was in development for about a year because Seven Sins wanted the best poll, everything, and then I got access to certain pictures that are actually online. I can send you a couple of the screen used masks.
Please do,
I sent it
I
over.
would
to
love
Seven,
that.
Yeah, I sent it over to Seven Sins, and within a month, I actually got this mask the week of Halloween Ends coming out.
Very cool,
dude. That's very cool. Yeah, I'm sure Austin did his. He is big into mask rehauling and stuff like that. And again, more talent than I have, so I can't do that kind of thing. So I have mad respect for people who can do that and just have that much attention to detail. Also, I mean, I don't have that.
I mean, yeah. So I did H18, and Halloween Kills is sort of the next one in the trilogy. I'm trying to.
Yeah, where is it? Where is it? Come on. Son of a gun, let's go.
Tell me about it. I've been giving him shit about it for like 2 months now. Like, dude, come on, let's get it going.
Guess what? I can go right down to Minnesota because I live right on top of you in Canada.
So
I will come down there with this thing.
Bring that so I can use it and copy and make it look just as nice.
Oh my God. Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
No, if you want, I'll send you pictures. I'll send you pictures of the real one, and then you can get that all squared away. I got a bunch of pictures. So
yeah,
that'd be incredible.
That would be sweet. Now, Justin, you do like a bunch of cosplay kind of stuff as well, right?
Yeah, I've been doing cosplay since 2020, actually.
Okay. Awesome.
Weird, but I've been doing that for a little bit, and a lot of people know me from that particularly. So
no, that's awesome. Do you have any plans? Are you going to H45 or anything?
Yeah, the problem is with me, unfortunately, being in Canada and then the conversion rates and everything, it kind of doesn't seem like it's in the cards. The only redeeming part is technically I will be in there in spirit. This mask is going to be going down to my buddy Brad Blitch to get signed at H45, so you'll be able to see him.
That is
as well
sweet.
as a Corey Cunningham mask. So
that is freaking sweet. If there's any way, I would love to see it in person. And if there's any way, I don't know if it's possible that we could somehow connect with him. I'd love to just see it and look at it, right? Because I don't think we will ever see a mask that is that good. So if there's any way to connect with him, that would be sweet.
Well, how's this? You know Dominic, right? We all know Dominic. I love Dominic. There's actually a chance that this thing might be used in the next stocks. I'm not saying that completely because I have talked to Dominic about that, but honestly, if you guys want to see it, we could set something up and I'll send them down to you if you want.
Oh, that would be wild.
But we'll see. You have to talk to me.
No worries. We don't want to make any crazy promises, but that is dude, that's sweet. That would be awesome.
For now, literally send me every angle of that thing, dude. That is such a beautiful.
I'll bring him so close so you can see him. Here you go. There you
Austin's gonna smash his face against the camera.
Come on. You want it? Come on. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Give it a kiss.
That is awesome. So are they are they gonna be doing more of these or
what do you mean by
7 Sins? Like, are they gonna be putting out dude?
So basically, 7 Sins, he operates out of the UK. He does these raid hauls. He does H40. H40 is probably his best work. Then there's the kills mask that he does. He's doing the ends. I do not know if he's doing a scarecrow mask, but if you honestly want something like this, the best way to get in contact with him is Instagram. Right now, he's kind of dealing with a lot of orders, as a lot of artists are.
Right.
But I mean, connect with him. Like, tell him I sent you, and hopefully you can get a s'more of your own. That's this thing's nickname. So.
He really is like the GOAT of rehauling the new trilogy masks. Like, you can pretty much go on any forum where people are talking about where could I get a good H18 or where could I get a kills, and guaranteed you will see check out 7 Sins on Instagram. Like, he is seriously the guy. And cool. I'd be lying if I said I didn't look at a lot of his masks when trying to do my own. I think, seeing how other people have been able to pull, what's on screen with multiple masks into one kind of all-encompassing mask, artists inspire artists is super cool, man.
Yeah, honest, it takes a lot of research. Like, for example, with 7 Sins, and I'll plug a couple other people, Shape Studios, who's actually waiting to get in. RMH, Spooky Clemente, Remzab, Simon Brandolino, all of them, they've done so much research into like how the hair is matted, how the burns are, even the blood, like everything that these artists put into these masks. They've done either meticulous research, they've studied the photos countless times, or in 7 Sins' case, he's actually talked to Christopher Nelson and had a conversation like, hey, what did you do in this? What did you do with that? He didn't give him tips, but he got pretty good information on how to actually accurately replicate it. So.
Well, I think I read somewhere, and this could be a total lie, that 7 Sins uses the quote unquote same paints that Christopher Nelson used.
Yes. So the paints that are on this mask, as well as the hair, the exact same blend from the same supplier. The hair is from exactly where Christopher Nelson sourced all of his materials. The paint on this mask is by Justin Mabry, actually. These are Mabry paints. I believe it's called like Monster Makers, or wait.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it is, but
back in the day I had the Monster Makers like kit with,
you were like
the
12
sculpting.
years old.
Oh wait, nightshades. They're nightshades. That's what it is. My bad.
Right,
So,
but he has Monster Makers too,
Yes.
Justin Mabry, and that's I was making a Freddy.
Yeah, there you go. We got
back in the day.
Nightshades paint. Yeah, it just came up. Thank you, Matthew.
Yeah, nightshades. Actually, I didn't even say this. I feel like a dick, but congratulations on 25 episodes, guys.
No, that's
Like,
cool, dude. No, that's awesome. We appreciate it. You've been a supporter of the channel since the beginning, so we're very thankful for you as well. And like we said, it's such an awesome community, and it's great to talk to people like you who just want to chat about the series, So, Justin,
sorry, go continue.
No, please go ahead.
No. Like you said, we're all in this community. We're all here to have fun. Like, yes, there are some people that are just kind of sour about perhaps maybe Halloween ends, but
Right.
at the end of the day, you got to understand these are movies and this is a fandom. Like, just enjoy what you have in front of you, because we could be sitting in a box like Friday the 13th has been for years now, from what I remember.
Nobody wants that.
No.
Nobody wants that. No, that's true. Justin, where can people find you at?
People can find me at The Shape of Winter on Instagram. I'm on Threads now. I'm doing some weird crap on that. And
aren't we all? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Just find me on Instagram, and that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Awesome. Everybody go check out Justin, The Shape of Winter on Instagram. Justin, dude, thank you so much for coming on the show. Let's connect again. And dude, we want to see that mask. So let's make it happen.
Well, follow me back on Instagram and we'll talk.
Do we not follow you? Jesus.
No, you don't follow me. What the hell?
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for calling me out, Justin.
I call you out all the time. Okay.
No, that's okay. I promise you, when this is done, I'm gonna give you a follow on Instagram.
I know. Enjoy your show, boys, and happy 25th. Honestly,
thank you so much.
Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it. We'll be in touch.
All right, see you guys.
Peace.
See, people calling us out. You know, I honestly, God, like, no shit. I thought we followed Justin. I apologize. I guess we don't. I don't really. I'm probably a terrible person to be running our social media account, because I'm not good at. So I'm like an 87-year-old man trapped in my own body. So I'm not really probably good at.
You have said multiple times that there's been an 87-year-old man in your body. Anyways, let's get to the next guest.
Let's keep it going.
Trey. Hope you're ready. Trey. You're on the show. Hey, Trey.
What's up, guys? How are you?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hanging in there, man. Congrats on 25, man. It's a big deal.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So what got you into the Halloween franchise?
Man, to be honest with you, since I was a kid, I've just always kind of been into like macabre and just weird and out there. Like, I collect like skulls and stuff, like animal skulls and everything. So that kind of all led to the whole Halloween like fanatical phase for me. So
sure. No, that's awesome. Do you have a favorite? Like, what's your favorite of the franchise?
It's hard because really they kind of like all feel like family, man. Probably 78 and 3.
Okay.
That's I think that's when we talked about it too, like how to phrase that question is like besides 78, because I think there is some pressure to say 78, but for 3 to come up, very cool.
And the thing is, like the first time, like I mean, I guess like you guys too, like I didn't like it the first time I seen it, but it like grew on me.
Great.
And then just Tom Atkins is badass, man. I mean,
Tom Atkins is the man. Have you ever met him before?
I have. I met him about last year I did. So
he's such a cool dude, isn't he? Like, he's just the convention that I met him at, it was in Minneapolis, and he was there, and legit at night, he was just walking around drinking beer with fans, like just walking around the hotel rooms and hanging out with people. And it's like, dude, that is so cool, because we see so many celebrities, and I don't blame them, but we see so many celebrities who, it's like, once the convention's over, they're in their hotel room and you don't see them, and they don't want you to talk to them when they're going to take a piss. They don't want you. I mean, they want to be left alone, which I get it. But to have somebody like Tom, who's just, he knows he was made by his fans, so he shows that appreciation and that love back for them. I just think that's super cool.
Absolutely. And I've heard at H45 they're going to do like a beer with Tom Atkins thing at the bar for
no way.
Halloween. Yeah.
Oh, is that the Buccaneer? I think it's is it the Buccaneer?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, I guess I'm going to be having a beer with Tom Atkins.
Yeah, that is a lifelong dream that would be coming true.
Oh, absolutely, man.
That is cool. No, that's awesome. So, we talked a little bit about doing a remake of H3. How do you feel about that? Would you be up for a remake of H3 or no?
Oh, absolutely. I really love the storyline for that one. It'd be cool if John Carpenter would come on and do it. I think
that would be sweet.
But hey, I'll take what I can get, man.
Totally.
Yeah, I agree. I think, there's just, it's a great movie, and I think anybody who likes it loves it. But I think there's a lot that was left on the table, or off the table, however you want to look at it, I guess. And there could be a lot more that could be done with it if somebody were to come back and sort of give it a little bit of a reimagining. And you know, I think there's some different, and that's why I've mentioned this on the show that I'm not a huge fan of the Rob Zombie films, that Halloween 1 and 2. I watch them, I respect them. They're Halloween films and I love them, but I'm not like, they wouldn't be my first choice to watch. But I do think it would have been really interesting to see Rob Zombie take a crack at H3 and what he could have done with it.
I'm pretty sure it'd be wild, man.
Yeah.
I liked the first one that he did. The second one is just, I mean, it's good, but it's like out there.
It's far out there.
It's really weird, but you know, H3, the first one is pretty weird too. So
oh yeah. No,
yeah,
I like the whole, like, not to cut you off, like the whole going in depth about his childhood more versus like you didn't really get that with 78.
Sure.
Right.
So you do like that. So you like to know a little bit more about maybe why he is the way that he is.
To an extent. Now he is the shape. So I
Right.
do like that whole mystery to it as well. So
yeah,
a little bit, but not too much.
What'd you think about the latest trilogy?
I loved it, to be honest with you, man. I know a lot of people hate
Where are all these people who hate Halloween ends? Like the people who everybody we talked to is like, oh no, it's awesome. That's where we're at. We're like, where are these people who hate it?
And I actually went, it's about a month ago, I went down to some of the filming locations for 2018. It's about 3 or 4 hours for me.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So it was cool. I got to see the mental hospital and then like the gas station and then the cemetery.
That's awesome. In I heard that Laurie's house, like they really burned that house.
They did burn it down. Yeah, somebody owned it, and then like I guess after filming kills with the fire and everything, they just had to. There was hardly anything left of it. So
sure. Okay.
Oh man,
that's too bad. Yeah, that's I saw a video and I forget who it was, and maybe somebody knows who's seen it. But we got one person who says they dislike Halloween ends. All right, we're gonna talk to you, or hopefully you're on. We're gonna hopefully talk to you. But they had been in that house after they had filmed it. I don't remember. It might have been Sean Clark. I don't remember.
It was Sean Clark or maybe what is it? The
Adam the Woo? Maybe I don't remember. But I think
it was. I remember seeing that though.
Yeah, and they like walked through the house and it was like, damn, this is sweet, you know. And I'm sure they got permission to do it, but that's super cool.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And right now I'm gearing up for H45, man. I'm so
you're
excited.
going? Oh no way!
Oh yeah, man. I'm gonna be there. Yeah,
let's connect, man. Let's definitely connect. Do you have a guest that you're really excited to meet or see?
Nick Castle. I've yet to meet him, and fingers crossed, man. I don't know if it's gonna happen. These are pipe dreams, I guess. But JLC and John Carpenter, man, would be like.
I'm kind of hoping. I'm kind of like secretly hoping because I don't know how John Carpenter couldn't be there at this point. Like I feel like it's almost, I don't want to say a guarantee, but I feel like he should be. But I'm hoping that they're just waiting till like the very end, and it's going to be this big announcement that Jamie Lee Curtis is going to be there, and obviously John Carpenter. And because I just that would be the be all end all of Halloween conventions.
But see, man, I think it's cool that Charles Cypher is going to be there too. Man.
That is cool. That is really cool. Yeah, and the thing is, I mean, you hate to say it, but the dude is getting old, you know, and you don't.
Oh yeah.
You know, he might not make to 50, so to age 50. So let's hope he does, but he might not. So if people want to meet him, now is going to be that time that they want to. So
absolutely,
that's awesome that you're going. We definitely need to connect when.
Let's hang out.
Yeah,
for sure, man. I'd love that, man. Get some beers or something.
Yeah, no, that'd be fantastic. Trey, do you have any social media handles or anything like that you want to throw out to people?
I'm not really active on social media. Be honest,
no worries. That makes two of us.
It's just not my cup of tea, man, with the drama and everything. But
I get it. No, I
but
get
yeah,
it.
man, I've been following you guys. I found you on Spotify, you know, just by chance, and like I've been hooked ever since, dude. I love the show.
So cool, dude. That's awesome. We cannot tell you how much we appreciate your support. And yeah, man, we're looking forward to meet with you in person when we're out at H45. And you know, Halloween lives, baby. That's where we're at. So thank you, man. Trey, so much. Thanks for hanging on. I know a lot of you guys have been hanging out here for a while now. So thanks for hanging on the line, and stay in touch. All right,
man. Absolutely. You guys take care, man. Enjoy it.
Hey, thanks, Trey.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, man. Take care.
Yeah, man.
Bye. Very cool.
That's cool. Well, there we go. So we know of one person now who's going to be out there. So
we'll have a familiar face.
We'll have a familiar face when we're out at H45. And the thing is what I'm most excited. Well, I don't want to say what I'm most excited for, but what I'm really excited for at H45 is the people who are going. And I'm not saying that if you're not going, you're not a fan, but you just know the people who are there, they are like, I mean, they are spending a lot of money because they love this franchise, right? and that's really cool. So once again, it's just a great community, and yeah, it's gonna be a blast.
I mean, yeah, that's a really good point. Is like you go to a horror convention, I think everybody's gonna at least have seen like the original Halloween or maybe some of the newer ones. If you're at age 45, you are watching these movies consistently. You've seen every minute of every movie.
Yep, you're a fan for sure. And like I said, I'm not saying if you're not there that you're not a fan. It's just that if you are going, it is because you truly love this franchise, and that's why we're going. You know?
It definitely weans out any like half.
Yeah,
fans.
for sure.
Like you're not going to do it if you don't really care.
Right. So. No, exactly. Who do we have next?
Well, I just wanted to shout out. Somebody asked, does Austin have a mask Instagram account? I do not, unfortunately. I got to build a catalog first, and I think that's something I'm working on.
You're gonna make. I just bought, well, not just, but I've had it for a little bit. And Austin actually has it now. Is a Tots Boogeyman. You're gonna rehaul that for me.
So that's that's breaking news. That'll probably be. So we originally were gonna do H18 kills and then ends, but I think I'm gonna end up probably popping Boogeyman right in the middle of that.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's really exciting. I'm going to try out the airbrush, see how that works. It's probably the most intimidating mask to do, but we'll get after it. We'll try it. And speaking of masks, I've been watching in this little corner down here, seeing our preview people, and this Frank, he's got a mask.
It's just the. Oh, we're back. Nobody leave. We're back.
Frank, I put you on and it shut down my entire.
Everybody was so excited to see your mask, Frank, that literally you blew up the internet.
You destroyed.
Bring Frank back. Yeah, bring Frank back in.
Frank,
Jesus.
you're allowed back, but only if you don't destroy our podcast.
Oh, we can't hear you. Hold on.
We can't hear you.
Hold on. We'll get you. Hold on. See if Frank is muted.
Frank, are you muted in any sort of way? I can unmute you.
Let's see. Nope. Oh, we don't got you, man. Let's Frank, we're gonna put you back. We're gonna put you back in the box just for a minute. We'll come right back to you, okay? All right, let's sorry about that. We're having this is the technical difficulties.
Showbiz, baby.
Yeah, real quick, I do want to say while we're getting things kind of reestablished here, and we'll get back to Frank here in just a minute. I do have some breaking news. I told Austin on the way down here that I've got a pretty special announcement that I wanted to make that Austin is not even aware of. So you guys are going to be finding out about all of this at the same time. I'm pregnant. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not pregnant.
Oh, dude.
No. So I've been working on having setting up a little guest action. It's been a little bit since we've had a guest of the franchise. And I've got a little game we're going to play here real quick.
Oh, my God. Actually, so he tells me this. We're on this 5-hour drive to Iowa. And he tells me, oh, dude, don't let me forget. I have an announcement.
Yeah, I don't know how I forgot about this. But
sure. Wait, what's the announcement? And he smirked or some stupid
tell you what the announcement is. Okay, so here's we're going to play a game. And you guys play along if you're watching. If you're listening or watching, I got to refresh our YouTube on my screen. Let's see. Hold on. We got to fix something here real quick.
Yeah, I think you are still on.
No, I'm connected.
Oh, you're connected.
I don't know.
Hotel Wi-Fi.
There we go. Yeah, the hotel Wi-Fi is doing terrible things right now. But all right, so here's what we're going to do. So if you're watching this or listening, see if you can guess. See if you can beat out Austin. I'm going to give you guys some clues for who this guest is who's going to be coming on the podcast.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to start out. It's going to be a little bit more difficult, and then it's going to get hopefully easier. And if you don't, I've got 10. I think I have 10 different hints that I came up with. If you don't guess, I'm gonna be looking for another co-host for this podcast.
Damn,
so
this is tough.
So so there's a lot of pressure here. Okay, this famous Halloween actor or actress shares a birthday, day only, not year, so day only, shares a birthday with these celebrities: baseball legend Hank Aaron, Mothman Prophecies actress Laura Linney, and Guns N' Roses bassist Duff McKagan. Do you know who it is?
That's crazy. We're getting Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis is going to be on the pod. No, it's not Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's okay. No, I have no idea.
Okay. The next hint. Their first acting role was in 1974's Blazing Saddles.
You know, I've actually never seen Blazing Saddles.
Somehow that surprises me. The next hint is that they've worked on over 60 films, and I'm going to give you a few examples of the films that they've been in.
Okay.
Pumpkinhead, Spaceballs, and 2002's Spider-Man, which you're a huge fan of.
This person worked on Spider-Man?
This person was a part of the movie in some fashion.
On screen?
Yes, for those films, yes.
Wait. Okay. Hold on. Let me dive into my brain. I'm a big Spider-Man 2002 guy.
He doesn't have far to dive, so this is not going to take long.
Yeah. Spider-Man 2002 and Halloween.
Yep. An actor that was in both.
Okay, keep going.
Okay. Does anybody have any guesses in the comment section? It doesn't look like it. I'm all froze up on my computer, so I don't know what's going on here.
I've got things rolling
All
still.
Right. So, called Donald Pleasance, a gentleman and a constant professional.
Okay.
So it's starting to limit it down a little bit.
Yeah, but somebody who is in the first 5 Halloween films, excluding 3. So they're going to be a little bit older than Tobey Maguire. All right.
You want another one?
Yeah.
This person is related to another actor who appeared in a Halloween film.
All right, I'm seeing a guess. Is it Don Shanks? Oh man,
Don Shanks. Okay.
All right. Related to another character, or their character is related?
No. They are related to another actor who was in a Halloween film.
Okay.
Okay. So, are you ready for the next guess?
I'm ready.
You are down to 1, 2, 3.
Shit.
So go ahead and start filling out your applications if you'd like to be the co-host of Halloween Lives, the podcast with Michael Myers. All right. This actor or actress appeared in back-to-back Halloween films.
I'm going to guess 5 and 6 is The Man in Black, The Man in the Hat. Back-to-back. I still don't even know if it's a dude or a lady. A lad or a lady. Back-to-back.
I'll give you...
Was in Spider-Man, dude.
I'll give you another hint.
All right. If this person was on Spider-Man for 2 seconds, I'm going to be pissed.
Okay. You're down to hint number 9.
Okay.
Okay. And I will be fair. These are not easy, but this actor or actress, this is going to really start to give it away, never said a single word in either of their roles in the Halloween franchise.
But they were in 2 films? Back-to-back films.
Back-to-back films.
Never said a word. This actor. So the man in the hat, the hat man, the man in the hat man, black hat man. Damn it.
You're down to your final hint.
Oh my God. Somebody just said it, and that is genius. Dick Warlock. Yeah. No fucking way.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh my
ding,
God.
Ding. Dick Warlock is going to be coming on the show.
Holy shit.
Dick Warlock. I've been working with Dick's wife, and we've got him scheduled. I'm not going to say when. We're going to leave the people in limbo there and leave them guessing.
Man.
Dick Warlock is going to be coming on the podcast.
Dick Warlock was in Spider-Man?
Apparently, when I was looking up Dick Warlock facts, which there's not a ton of them, but that was one of them. So
20 facts you didn't know about Dick Warlock.
Yeah. So, and you don't want to type in Dick facts. You want to make sure you get in. Throw the word Warlock in there. So yeah, Dick Warlock's gonna be coming on the show. How
oh
awesome
my
is
God,
that?
dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is so cool. I didn't even know you were in touch.
Some things are just left unsaid.
That is crazy. So shout out to Matthew Grem for really just taking me there.
Matthew, you can go ahead and just submit your application. We'll get you pushed forward there.
That back-to-back was a really good hint, because one would assume, right, that they would be in the same timeline back-to-back, but they indeed are not.
The last hint was the only actor to portray both a human and a robot in the Halloween franchise.
Yeah, that would have done it.
So that one I figured would put you through. So okay, let's see. Can we get Frank back on? Let's see if Frank's
Frank,
audio.
you here?
Frank, we got you. Oh, man.
No, we can't.
All right. You keep working. See what, dude. I'm sorry. See what you can do. Keep working on it. Let's move on, and then we'll come back to you. I promise we'll come back to you. Who do we have next?
All right. We are gonna bring in Jaheim. How we doing, man?
Oh, he's muted. Jaheim,
you're muted.
You're muted, dude.
All right. I sound good, gentlemen?
Yeah. There we go. We got you.
Yeah. It's a pleasure being on here.
Yeah, man. Thank you for coming on the show. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Dude, we are on cloud 9 right now.
Yeah, this is the most fun episode.
Yeah, we I mean,
congrats to 25 episodes.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, no, we appreciate it, and it's been a wild ride. I mean, to think that this never was intended to be a weekly podcast, and it has become that. So I think for us, we're very proud of that fact, and we're proud that we've been able to keep it up. And we've got a lot of big plans. We were the whole drive down to Iowa today. We were literally just planning out where this show is going to go and some different ways we're going to make it better. So thank you so much for your support. So awesome for you to be here. Thank you for sticking around. Thanks for kind of hanging on for a while. Tell us a little bit about yourself and why you love the franchise.
Oh man, there's so much I could say right now. The first film I watched of the franchise was Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 at the age of 4 years old.
Wow.
I was very young. Yeah, my dad thought I was going to scare. I actually wasn't scared of the movie or watching it. It's funny enough.
Okay.
Although I do enjoy that movie, I think it's one of my favorites. My favorite movie is actually...
It is Rob Zombie's. Oh, you and Austin.
Yeah, man. I went up to bat for you in that episode, man.
That's awesome. What do you like about Resurrection?
Yeah.
Why do you like that film so much?
So growing up when I was younger, it would always be on AMC Fear Fest, excuse me. And they would always play all the movies out of order too. It'd go from Resurrection H2 to H2 to 78. But that's how I started watching most of the movies, growing up and stuff like that. And that's part of the reason why I wanted to become a filmmaker. Was I am an upcoming filmmaker. I'm doing several fan films right now, actually.
Awesome.
One of them is actually a sequel to Halloween Resurrection called Halloween Retribution.
Oh.
And this is you've made this, or you are making it right now?
No, I'm shooting it next year, and it's based on the unmade sequel of the same name that was originally supposed to come back out in the early 2000s.
Man, I think I've heard of you a lot. I think I've heard of this whole idea before. Very cool.
So that's super cool.
Yeah, so I'm happy to bring it to life. I rewrote the script because there's a leaked script of it out that you can see of the original draft. I rewrote it with my good friend Colin Clark, who's a film composer.
Okay.
I can't wait to bring the story to life, man. I mean,
dude, that's awesome.
I mean, I got Mikey chilling right here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's awesome. So when are you gonna start filming it? And do you have plans for a release date? I mean, do you know kind of when it's gonna be out yet?
Yeah. So I'm doing the Indiegogo campaign launches this October. I'm looking to aim to shoot next October next year. I'm also working on a Scream fan film that I'm shooting this September.
Really? Damn, you're a busy dude.
I'm finishing. Yeah, I'm trying to get out there, trying to, start my film career. I love horror. I grew up watching the genre for so many years now, so I'm just glad I could be a part of this community.
Dude. That is freaking sweet. Dude. So you're so is your fan film? Is it how long do you anticipate it being? I mean, is it going to be a short?
It's going to be a feature. My Halloween.
That's
according to the script, because I am doing minor rewrites, it's clocking in an hour 45 minutes.
Whoa.
Love
okay.
that,
So
man.
Lots of Myers action. I can tell you that.
Okay, that's fantastic.
You can get a rematch.
Do you have a Michael Myers yet, Jaheim? Do you have somebody who?
Yes, I do.
Oh, see, that's not the answer.
Good buddy of mine, good friend, and buddy of mine, Kristen McClan.
Okay.
You could check out. He's actually been in a few fan films already. He's been in a fan film called Halloween Kills Lost Footage, directed by my buddy Ben Carter. You can check it out on YouTube right now.
Awesome.
And it takes place in between on the same night as Halloween Kills, which is, I think a cool concept. There is a sequel planned, but it's been delayed that I'm writing for, which is Halloween Ends Lost Footage, and there's a prequel to Halloween Ends, which my buddy Ben Carter once again is directing. So yeah, I got my hands in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, man.
You're making us feel kind of bad here. Like we feel like now what we've done is nothing in comparison to you. That's freaking sweet, dude.
What you guys are doing is great too, man. You've been keeping me entertained. I started watching it a few months ago, and by far, I think my favorite episode was the Brad Loree episode when you guys interviewed him.
Yeah,
I'm good friends with Brad. I talk to him pretty often, actually. In fact, I got Brad's autograph right here.
Oh, there you go.
Oh man, very cool.
You should.
His birthday just passed too. If you didn't know.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. No, that's awesome.
I think it was 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken, or
well, happy birthday to
yesterday.
Brad Loree. Yeah, that's awesome. You should have you. Well, I don't want you to give up too many secrets, but you should try to get Brad Loree to appear in your film. That would be sweet.
I could, but legally he can't come down here for filming as any kind, and I don't think he could be in the fan film legally because copyright. You know how that goes. That's I had to recast because I can literally give you a couple details about Halloween Retribution. So obviously, it takes place a year after Resurrection, with the opening scene taking place the same night Resurrection ends. You have the return of John Tate, which I already have somebody casted as him who looks very identical to a young Josh Hartnett. We also have the return of Freddie Harris, which there's no kung fu in my movie, but you get to see Austin rematch.
I'm happy about that. Austin is bummed.
Nah, man. I'll just write it in, make it happen somehow.
I can't, man. That's one of the aspects I don't like about Resurrection, despite it being my favorite. And in fact, I'm also doing a fan cut for Resurrection, taking all the comedic aspects out and re-editing everything to a much serious film. And it's being rescored as well, so there'll be new compositions and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of things right now.
This man is giving his life for this franchise.
Yeah, that's sweet.
If you guys, you know what? I mean, if you guys want to be, hop on as a producer for anything, or I love to have you a part of these kind of projects. Because I love giving back to the fans. I love working with other fans of the franchise. So.
That would be awesome, man. Yeah, let's definitely chat because that would be super cool. I think for us, that would be, I mean, just having your name attached to anything in this franchise would be sweet. So
I want to leave as much of a mark as I can in this realm, in this world of Halloween. So any chance I can get, man, let me know.
Yeah, that would be awesome. So tell us, where can people find you at, or where can they find out more about the fan film and kind of what you're doing?
So. Okay, so I own a film company called JTG Studios. You can find me, you can find our film studio stuff at our website, jtgstudios.net. I also have a YouTube channel, JTG Studios. You should be able to find me there. And that's where I'll be uploading all my film stuff at, behind the scenes. I am attending Halloween 45 as well. And I'm going to try to do a mini Halloween 45 documentary with all the fans.
Sweet.
Stuff like that. So again, if we can have you part of that, that'd be awesome. I wouldn't mind interviewing you.
That would be badass. Yeah, please make sure if you see us out there, you stop us, and vice versa.
Absolutely.
We'll stop you as well, because that'd be awesome. And I hope that there are more people out there documenting their experiences at age 45. And we plan to do not a documentary, but we plan to document our experience out there as well. But like we talked about, these people aren't going to be around forever. So I think doing things like that,
absolutely,
that's a smart idea, man.
Dude, we are going to be waiting and watching for the multiple Halloween projects you got coming out, dude. And hit us up on Instagram, DM us, let us know how we can help.
Yeah, my main account unfortunately got hacked recently. I do have a backup, which has been strictly for film stuff, but I believe I did follow you guys on this new account recently. So.
Awesome.
I'll be sure to DM you guys some stuff.
Yeah,
you guys connected.
Cool.
Please do, and we'll when that comes out, we'll get you on the podcast and we can chat about it and pump out the.
Of course, man, it'd be an absolute honor.
Yeah, that would be awesome, dude. Well, hey, thank you so much for your support. You are awesome. You're
No,
fantastic.
thank you guys. Again, congratulations on episode 25.
Thank you.
Cheers to much more episodes in the future, my friend.
Thank you. And we'll see you at we'll see you at age 45, all right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
for
dude.
having
Have
me
a good
on.
night. We'll see you. Take care.
You too.
Jeez, now see, it's guys like that make me feel like I'm doing nothing with my life.
Dude,
You know,
for
because-
real. He's like, yeah, I'm doing like this project with Halloween. I got this project. Like they're all like huge projects, take multiple months,
right?
So much time.
I feel good about my day when I like make a successful Target trip.
Dude, yeah. If I wake up at it like before like
if you
noon,
wake up,
if I wake up,
if you
it's a
make it
good
to
day.
work, yeah.
Yeah.
No, dude, that's badass, and we love fan films. We love the people who do them because it's just because I think people go into those fan films and they know that they're not going to make a ton of money off of them, right? I mean, it's not so they truly become a passion project, and I think that's what I admire so much about the people who do that. So yeah,
We also got to mention something here. There was sort of talks when we were doing this thing. We noticed our subscriber count, and we were like, this is almost like a telethon to 400. Since we've started, we have now hit 400 subscribers.
Thank you to
yeah, we were 396 when we started live 25. So
yes.
Thank you to our 4 new friends.
Thank you. Yep, that's another milestone for us. We never would have thought we would have had 400 subscribers. So that is, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot, but to us, it means the world. It might as well be 4 million because that is awesome.
Literally, and that was funny you say that. When we were watching before the podcast started tonight, we saw there were 8 people waiting for it to start.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, we've got 23 in here right now, but Blaine looked at me and he said it might as well be 8 million. I was so excited.
Yeah, it means it's the exact, like 8 people or 8 million. It means the exact same thing to us because that's just, it's fantastic. We love it.
Now, one of our 8 million, Mr. Frank.
We've been
talk
trying
to us,
to
brother.
Hopefully,
happen, dude.
Let's see if we can get this going now. Let's see.
Frank, what's good?
Frank.
Frank,
it's not working, man.
Talk to me, Frank.
Oh, does anybody know sign language or anything like that? Can you write something on a piece of paper? Dude, I'm sorry. It's just not. We're gonna keep you. I tell you what, are you on here? Shake your head for me. Yes or no? Are you on a computer? Are you on a computer? No, you're on your cell phone. I wonder, do you think it has, could you disconnect from your headphones and we could try that? Maybe that's okay. All right. We're going to come back to you. We'll promise we're going to keep coming back to you. We want to get you on the show.
We won't quit on you.
Yeah.
Frank.
We're not going to quit on you. Who do we got? Who else? Who we have next?
All right. Looks like next up is a Mr. Quentin.
Oh yeah. What's up, dude? You've been trying to get for a while.
Hey guys, what's up, man?
What's up, dude?
Hey man, what's up?
How are you? Oh,
I got
you
some
got
stuff I gotta show you guys.
Yeah, what do you got for us?
Related to Halloween.
Hell yeah.
Got the 4Ks.
Nice. Gotta have it.
That's
Halloween.
awesome. Are we
Halloween 3, 4, and 5 and 5, but I don't have 6 through 8 yet.
Dude,
I'm trying to get it for like quite a while now since it came out last
artwork
fall.
on those not the best? That artwork is
amazing.
Are you there, man?
I love the artwork.
Yeah,
the
dude,
artwork
I know.
is great.
It's
I'm there. I'm there.
Oh, sorry. We might
Just
have
my internet's a little.
Yeah, no, we might
crappy.
have just a little
Yeah,
bit of
but-
lag. No worries. How long have you been a fan of the franchise for?
Yeah. Since I was little, I saw on AMC Fear Fest, and I lived in Illinois when I was a little kid. Go Cubs, go! So, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's the second AMC Fear Fest.
Yeah.
Talk, which we
I
knew
shot
about
him 6
before.
times.
I shot him.
Yeah, I
6
gotta show you guys
times.
my Lewis impression. Listen, I shot him 6 times. The evil is God.
That's good, man. See, now
Yeah.
you need to be in a fan film.
It's a good
You
one.
need- you need
know,
to
my-
be in a fan film. Be Loomis in a fan film. Do you have Quentin? Do you have a favorite character?
Oh yeah, definitely. Michael Myers.
Okay.
Dr.
Gotta be.
Loomis.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Who's your
Yeah.
favorite Michael Myers?
Yeah, my favorite Halloween sequel, Halloween 2. Yeah, Halloween 2 is my favorite because of the atmosphere, guys.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, I mean the synths in Halloween 2, Dick Warlock, who is going to be on the show now.
Yeah.
Quentin, you should love this episode when it's coming.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great film. I
Really?
think it's one of the best
Really?
sequels in horror. I think we're having some serious delay.
We've
here,
got- we've
Quentin.
got a-
I'll listen to it. I'll listen. Yep, I will. I will.
Dude, we're gonna
Yeah, look at
cut
that. I
the
got my
short-
Halloween 2 poster. I got a
Oh, yeah,
Halloween
that-
2 poster in the background. You see that?
That-
Yeah, that
That is one of
rocks.
the best arts.
What else I got? I got my standee right there. My standee.
Nice.
Oh, damn. Very cool.
Looks very cool. Thank
That's
you,
cool,
guys. Thank you.
That's
You know,
cool.
you have Halloween 6 straight on 4K, right, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been trying to get it. It's just it's expensive.
Yeah, I think we got like
Expensive,
all
man.
the old box sets kind of as they came out a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I
You
know you
actually-
got them for me.
Yeah, and you actually got me the last one that I needed, which was H4.
Yeah, yeah, and those
Yeah.
arts like we were talking about is just awesome. So
Yeah, it is. It is. You know, my favorite version of Halloween 6 is the producer's cut because it makes more sense and explains Michael Myers' backstory. And I mean, and like at the end, it made sense for them to set the rocks on the ground at the end, and that was to stop Michael Myers.
Right.
That was the key to canceling out the evil.
I'll be honest with you. I think I don't want to say I wasn't a fan of 6, but I think I became way more of a fan of 6 when I saw the producer's cut, and now I really love it. Like I love just even the regular theatrical version of it as well. But I think it was the producer's cut that I was like, damn, this is freaking badass.
yeah, same here. It brings it up a whole new level.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Well, dude, do you have any social media
Yeah.
that you want to give a shout out? Any social media links or anything like that?
Well, I'm going to give a shout out to Planet CHH, Christian Hannah Horror, and Nick the Lost River Drive-In.
Very cool.
Those two
Awesome.
guys.
Okay, very cool. Very cool.
And you know, have you ever read the Taking Shape books? You know, I got Taking Shape.
Yeah, I know. We were gonna have well, I don't want to say we had some issues. We were gonna have a guest specific to the Taking Shape books that was on, and he unfortunately was having some major technical difficulties. So we're gonna get him back on again. I don't want to give any spoilers away of who it was, but we're gonna have that coming up here.
Yeah.
So we talked about that today, that we gotta reach out to him and get him back on.
So, well, Quentin, it looks like we're still
Yeah.
having this crazy delay. But thank you so much for being a part
Yeah.
of 1.5, man.
Yeah.
And glad we could
Oh,
get you
yeah.
on. We
Oh, yeah.
saw you asking when we
Yeah.
were just kind of going in order.
Yeah. And, you know, I got some Michael Myers shirts too.
Yeah, awesome, dude.
You heard they
right
have
now,
some, they have a new Michael Myers shirt they're selling at Walmart. They haven't.
Oh, really?
I bought this Michael Myers shirt at Walmart. I think last week. Yeah, it looks really cool. I posted it on my Instagram account. You want to check it out?
Yeah. Shout out your Instagram right now, and we'll check it out.
Quentin loves horror movies 2015.
There you
Quentin
go.
loves horror movies 2015. Man, I have a photo of it.
All
Look
right,
at it. Look.
throw it up there. Let's see if we can see it. Oh, there you go.
Very cool.
That
I
looks
think-
like
I
the
think
Trey.
Trey-
Yeah, I think
I
Trey
think we
was
could see it.
Rocking that
Trey-
today.
Yeah,
Oh,
Trey was
yeah.
doing it. That's awesome, dude.
Oh
That is awesome.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's cool, dude. Well, hey,
Yeah.
thank you so much for coming on the show. We appreciate the support that you give us, and stay in
Oh,
touch,
yeah.
buddy.
Oh yeah, dude. Peace.
We'll see you, Quentin.
Thanks, Quentin.
6 times. The aim has gone.
There you go. Somebody
See you
sign
guys.
them up for their Halloween fan film. Quentin, that's awesome, dude. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Trey was wearing that same shirt.
Well, that's as soon as well, and what's funny is Trey was on, and I was looking at his shirt. I was like, that's a pretty
Yeah,
sweet
badass
shirt.
shirt,
So I
yeah.
guess go check out your local Walmart.
Dude, you know what's crazy is that they're like Walmart, and then I just recently saw TJ Maxx. I think it was TJ Maxx has a whole bunch of Goosebumps shirts, and I'm a
Oh,
huge
really?
Goosebumps fan, and I love that these stores are carrying more of that kind of
Yeah,
those t-shirts and things. So yeah, awesome. Quentin, thanks for coming on the show, man. I really appreciate it. My computer is completely down. So do we have any comments or anything that we're running behind on?
Let's see. I remember making a very, very short film type thing when I was little, and I wouldn't mind doing something like that again. Yeah, I think that was something that Blaine and I did as kids too. Was just kind of doing, fan films. I remember we did this is topical on the podcast. We did a Jason versus Michael show with my cousin Adam, who I believe might be tuned in today. But
what's up, Adam?
It's it's kind of a rite of passage if you're a big fan of those films. And speaking of big fans of these films,
yes.
Now, Frank, we're gonna get to you. We're gonna try to end the show.
Yeah,
with you,
Frank, we are gonna end. You are going to be
you're the closer.
Yeah, you are the closer of this thing. You are the grand finale. But we got a couple more people that we're gonna get to here.
Now this guy, unfortunately, the list has just kind of treated you poorly. All right, but I've seen you since the beginning, and this is a fan of the week. Did you know this?
Oh, who do we have? I'm excited.
We've got Josh, the Shape NC, who has
dude.
What's going on, guys?
Oh man, dude. You own the table that I want to have in my house.
Right. Yeah, I got the table and the painting that Michelle, what was her last name? Michelle Dawson that she was hung on. Yeah.
Dude, that is freaking sweet. So I know you can't give away the details of how you got these things, and I totally respect that. But I mean, are you a collector in general of those kind of like screen used items?
Any kind of screen used props I can get from the Halloween films, I try to get. I've been collecting masks probably since I was about 6 or 7. And then kind of went into more Myers material when I was about 15 or 16, I want to say, and I'm 30 now, so been heavy collecting Myers for about 15 years.
I got to be honest with you, dude. I like when I see the posts that you make, I'm like, this guy needs to play Michael Myers in a movie.
Oh,
this
man,
guy, no, dude, I'm serious. Your look is like spot on Nick Castle. Like, I mean, just everything you do, your photos are, I mean, they're beautiful, to be quite honest with you. Like, they're really nice, great photos. And I'm a huge fan, and I love when I see you post stuff. And I don't know if you heard earlier, but Austin are doing this little photo shoot tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like, your photos are going to be inspiration to what we're going to do, because what you do is fantastic.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Really do.
Definitely. So tell us, what did you think about the trilogy, the latest trilogy?
As far as like the ranking of the films, like I guess from worst to best to worst would probably be the way they are chronologically. 18 kills and then ends. I like the story of 2018. Kind of had a beginning, a middle, and end. If it needed to be.
Right.
Kills. I love kills for the brutality. Of course, I go to see these films for Michael. So Michael in Kills was absolutely brutal. He was a machine. And then ends. I'm not gonna lie. In the theaters, I was like, "What am I watching?"
Yeah.
And then I give it another chance. When I want to say it was on Peacock, if I remember right, or I may have watched it when it came out to own. I can't remember, but the more I watched it, I think I watched another 2 or 3 times, and then I was like, okay, I kind of see where they're going with this. So I respect them for taking the turn that they did, because nobody's ballsy enough to kill Michael.
Right.
So I enjoyed it. I enjoy all of them.
That's a very interesting take on Halloween Ends. I don't think we've really heard it. I think for the most part, what I've heard is like, I saw it, I hated it, sucked, or I saw it, I loved it, it's the best thing ever. To kind of see somebody who's like, this is not my thing, and then work towards liking it. Like, very cool, man. And it's cool. It gives me hope that maybe other people will come around.
Well, and you've talked about that before. Like, we kind of, you're the one who brought it up, but I agree with it 100% that we think Halloween Ends is going to grow on fans as the years move on, much like H3 did, right? I mean, people at first were like, this thing sucks, we're going to shit on it. And now it's a fan favorite, and a lot of people love it. But that's kind of our hope for Halloween Ends, is that maybe a decade from now or so, people start to really realize, you know what, it's not so bad of a film, and they were taking a risk. They took a chance. They went out on a limb, And you know, a lot of us liked it when we first saw it, and a lot of people didn't. But hopefully, more fans learn to love it as the years go on.
And speaking of Halloween Ends, you got the table where Michael was crucified, man.
Right. Yeah.
Tell us, can you? Again, I know you can't tell us necessarily how you got it, but can you?
No,
give us,
I can tell you how I got it. It ain't really no big deal. It's actually, and I think I told y'all it was just dumb luck. So I went to Mad Monster Party, which is a horror convention. I'm sure y'all have heard of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the one in Charlotte or Concord, it's like 30 minutes from me. So we went there, and on the Friday night, as soon as you turn the corner to go into the convention, there was these, I guess, people that work on the movie. They had a bunch of like set dressing props. Let's see, street signs, like blueprints for the Myers house, the table. Actually, you couldn't even see the table from it covered up, being, you know, with everything on it. And I asked the guy, I think I asked him about the painting originally. I said, hey, man, you know, what do you want for this? He told me. And he said, we also got the table over here under all this stuff. And I got to looking, and I was like, there's no way, man. Like, I don't, my luck doesn't work like that.
Right.
So I done a bunch of like screen grabs and, you know, looked this thing over like 1,000 times over. And we come to a deal, and I paid him that Friday and loaded it up on a trailer Sunday when I left the convention.
Damn, that is. And if I remember right, didn't it have still like some of the fake blood and stuff on it?
Yeah,
I mean, there was, like,
so it's got the blood on both sides of the table, and in the bottom there's a little bit of dried blood. What's funny or crazy is in one of the drawers that Lori opens in the film, you can see like some tablecloths. I think it's a little like timer or something like that. Where all the knives are in the drawer. The knives aren't there, but everything else is still in there.
Really?
So cool.
That is super cool. And so what do you do with that table now? I mean, what is it? It's obviously in your house, but where? Oh, are you going to show us? He's going to show us.
Yeah. He eats lunch off it.
All right. So I'll just give you like all right. So here's a kind of a collection.
Dude, that is a sweet. Oh my God.
So here's the, let's see, where am I at? The knife. There's one hole over there. I don't have another knife for the other hole over there.
That is so cool.
Oh man.
So this was all the stuff that was in the drawer when you got it?
Yep. The blood,
God, dude.
the blood is on the back side. I know my camera work is shit right now, but you might can see some blood right
there. Yep. Oh yeah, I got you.
Yep. And then let's see the painting up there.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's some production blood on the stool.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Dude, that is seriously like, it's one thing to have like a table from the Halloween franchise or like a piece of furniture.
Yeah, that was in the movie in the background or whatever, but
cool enough. But that is literally like where we, the viewers, the only time we have seen like a definitive death of Michael Myers.
Right.
You have that. I mean, you have the cross.
It's insane.
He died on.
And like I said, my luck just doesn't come together like that. So I was second guessing myself. I said, dude, everything lines up with this. Like there's markings on the table that I lined up with the film. And the table was custom built, so there's not another one out there like it. So that should have been, you know, proof enough. But up under it, where they stuck the knife through the hand, they cut out little square pockets, so the blood or knife or whatever can go through. But yeah, I just, you know, my luck just doesn't work like that, and somehow it did right there. So
you had the luck that day. That's how. So were they actually trying to offload it, or was it just you just happened to be like, hey, I'll take it if you want to get rid of it?
Yeah, they were. Everything was stored in the warehouse. I want to say in Savannah, some warehouse where they kept a lot of movie props.
Sure.
And they were going to throw it away. They threw the cave set away. I have pictures of all that. They threw. You wouldn't believe the amount of stuff that they throw away. And a guy, the prop master for like Power Rangers, and I think he was a prop master for some of the Rob Zombie stuff too. He called his buddy and said, "Hey man, bring whatever you got Halloween related up, and we'll try to sell it." So that ended up being one of the pieces. And
holy shit, that is amazing, dude. I mean, I remember when I saw that. I think you posted it, and you posted it online that you got it, and I remember sending it to Austin, and I was like, "Oh my God, would you look at this? How freaking cool is this?"
Very rarely do we like both send each other the same thing with the intent that this will be the fan of the week.
Yeah.
This was like an immediate, like as soon as both of us saw it, we were sending it to each other like, somebody has this.
Somebody has the table.
Nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that is and so is the painting, is it a legit painting? And was there any like special mechanics or anything like that? I know that we saw her get lifted up off the ground, and it sounds like that may have been sort of a strength deal between the two of them. But
so from what I understand, they had 3 different paintings that they used. I wanted the one that didn't really have any marks. Mine has some padding on the back, I guess from where she was kind of held up there, wasn't so rough on her back or something.
Yeah.
But I have that one. I didn't want any marks on it.
Okay.
And then there was the other 2. I want to say it had a little bit of blood on it. And then the other one had like some kind of like gaping holes in it.
Okay.
Sure.
No, that's sweet. Do you have any other props or memorabilia? Well, not memorabilia, but props from any of the other films, or are those the 2
I
pieces?
have like some set dressing props from RZH2, which I'm not really a fan of, but I kind of picked those up in a trade. And then I got a production made H2O knife.
Oh, awesome.
My God.
That's
dude.
freaking sweet.
I don't think it was used, but it was production made.
How long have you owned that for?
The knife, probably since 2018 or 19.
Okay.
I think you showed me that one with your H2O mask you were selling.
Did I? Okay. Because I know that SSN, I ended up selling it a couple weeks ago. Here, I got the knife right here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see this thing.
Absolutely. Dude.
Look at that Myers house, too.
I know.
It's
Oh,
sweet.
dude, it's huge, man. I got that in the other day. So it's like, I don't know how well the camera's going to pick this up, but it's really bendable.
Dude.
Really? Is it made of plastic? I mean, is it plastic or what is it?
It's some kind of like rubber, I want to say. Because
So reflection? I mean, that looks like a real knife, man.
Yeah, I don't know if the camera's picking it up because I'm just on my phone, but there's like some spotting here and there where, age has kind of got the best of it. But
that's sweet. Oh, that is awesome.
Man, that makes me question everything about like the knives they use on set too, because I know there's rubber ones, but I wasn't expecting him to look that realistic. I figured it was for the quick.
Right. I want to say this one wasn't made for Michael to carry. I want to say this one, from what I read on it, do what?
Was it one of the ones that Lori or sorry, that was thrown at Michael?
Yep.
Oh, sure. That makes sense. Yeah. No, that's awesome. Josh, where can people find you at online?
So I'm on Instagram at @theshape_NC. And then on my YouTube channel, I do unboxings of masks and any kind of props that I get. Same thing, the shape_NC. About messed my name up. But yeah, I got a few videos coming out. I still got to do one for the table. I haven't done anything on that yet.
Yeah,
we'll be watching.
Yeah, that'll be huge when you do.
I got to build an ends dummy before I do that. So
sure.
Oh man, that's gonna be badass.
Oh, for sure, man. I appreciate it. Again, congratulations on 25 episodes and the following that you're gathering, man. You're doing big things. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Josh. And everybody go check out Josh's work. Like I said, dude, you're an inspiration. When we do our photo shoot tomorrow, the photos are not going to look nearly as good as what you do, but you do is freaking awesome, and keep it up because we love seeing it.
Thank you. I appreciate that, y'all.
Awesome, Josh. Have a good night. Thank you so much for coming on the program, and thanks for the support.
Absolutely. See y'all.
See you, Josh.
Take care, Josh. That's awesome. I mean that, dude. His photos are freaking badass. Like they make me, I mean, they scream like Halloween as far as like the holiday, like the fall, autumn, I mean, everything that he does, I'm a huge fan of his.
Sort of witching season films, the way that they are capturing that sort of thing.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Now, this is the well-fabled myth, the man, the myth, the legend, Frank.
We got one more. We got one more before Frank, don't we?
We got Jaheim. He's still chilling.
Oh, Jaheim. Jaheim. Okay, gotcha. Jaheim's still in here. All right. Good deal.
Then we got Frank.
All right, Frank. Don't disappoint us, Frank.
Frank.
Oh, we got you.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Let's go. We got you, brother. We got you.
Oh, you can hear me finally?
We can hear you. Yeah. How you doing, man? Thanks for sticking around.
Sorry about that. This sucks. My headphones sucked, and ultimately I was taking them off that worked,
Yeah, don't worries, dude. I totally get it. Thanks for sticking around, because I mean, I probably would have gotten super frustrated and just been like, piss on it, I'm out. But thank you so much for sticking around.
No, it's cool because it was cool hearing everyone talk anyway, you know.
So cool.
Yeah,
man.
I got everyone.
exactly. So where are you at, Frank? What part of the U.S. are you in?
I'm in Los Angeles, California right now.
Ooh, okay, H45, yes or no?
Yes, I am going. It's pretty close by,
good.
like 15 minutes away from me. So why not? You know.
That's awesome. So have you been to the
like $25?
Oh,
Very
okay.
cool.
Yeah. So have you been to any of the
You know, the whole VIP that sold out fast. You know.
Yeah,
right away.
yeah, that was done. We didn't get VIP either. It was absurdly quick. I mean, it was like Taylor Swift tickets.
I'm just happy to see everyone there, and like all the Michael Myerses that ever played them throughout the years and stuff. You know, it's fucking crazy, dude. I can't believe it. You know.
Oh my god, yeah.
I know we're super excited. I don't think I've ever been so excited to go to a convention as I am to go to H45.
Yeah.
Wait, being out now,
there were more like music conventions before, and this is more like horror and stuff now. You know.
right? Yeah,
It's gonna be sweet.
Frank? Have you been to any of the filming locations? Being that you're an LA resident.
Yes, I have actually. I have.
Awesome.
I've
Do you have like a favorite?
Next to Nightmare on Elm Street house, I think. Nancy's house. It's like across the street, I think. And then the Myers house is in Pasadena, down the street, I think, from like, or a few blocks away from Lori's house, I think, too. And
that's
the
awesome.
hedges around that area too, and the Mustafa Akkad bench. It's on nearby my house. I could take a bus there.
Oh my
I
god.
wanted to film my fan film there, the first one, but I didn't want a bus and like just fucking with masks and shit and fake blood, you know.
Right.
So we just go to the neighborhood. I look for spots that look similar to that, you know, and we just did it here, and we try to make it work and good, you know.
No, that's awesome, dude. I like I said earlier in the show, I was out in that area. I didn't see the Myers house, but I did see the Doyle house, and I saw Nancy's house from A Nightmare on Elm Street. But Austin and I are super excited to get out there. It's kind of been I want to say this is a trip that you and I have been talking about for years about doing, but then we didn't ever imagine that we'd be doing it for H45 as well.
What's really interesting is I had actually bought him a gift card for Delta flight to LA with the hopes that we would go see the house where everything was made, and then just kind of enjoy LA. And then COVID hit, and then 2 years went by, and then H45 came out, and we went, now's the perfect time to go after this. So
yeah, man, I'm ready for it. Hope to see y'all there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to meet up and hang out.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Frank, do you have what's a favorite film of yours from the franchise?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to be honest. Probably 78 because it was the first one I saw.
Yeah,
it was the first
How
one I
old
saw.
were you?
As a kid, and I was like 6, 7, or 8 around that time in the late 90s. Like horror movies back then. Like I don't know about you guys, but like back in the 90s, like horror movies was just like 80s too. It was just like the norm to watch. Everyone had like a horror movie night or something,
Right.
Even people who didn't like watching them just sat around watching it just to watch everyone jump and get scared,
Absolutely.
That's how I started watching movies. Like when my family introduced me to all that.
That's awesome. And the thing is, I think a lot of people like kind of shit on 90s horror a lot, but there are some great 90s horror movies that came out that I absolutely adore. And we're 90s kids too, and so we grew up with a lot of those kind of movies. And I mean, the only thing that would have been better is if we would have just had more Michael Myers in the 90s. That would have been the only thing that would have been better, and more like Friday the 13th and Nightmare. I mean, anything more, I guess. But it was still a great decade for horror.
I love this. Scream was awesome. I loved all the Scream movies too, especially since they were inspired by Halloween. It was just like it was like Halloween, but you had to guess who it is now, and Halloween, who the killer is,
Right.
Jason and they don't have to hide who they are. Ghostface does because he's got like a plan. He's like a narcissist or something,
Right.
Jason they're old school, like old school horror, like zombies or like Frankenstein, and they just walk around killing shit,
Right.
Like they really have no personality.
Right.
That's why they were.
Yeah,
Ghostface does have a personality. That's why he calls people.
Right. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I never thought about that, but you're right.
It's something that Wes Craven does with his slashers. And it's evident with Freddy, like we talked about in is that last week's episode?
Yes. Yeah. No, that's very true. Do you what did you think of the trilogy?
the new David Gordon Green one.
Yeah,
I loved it. I was cool with it. I didn't mind it. I loved Kills was my favorite one, dude.
Okay.
Loved Kills.
Yeah.
I loved the flashback and everything. I was kind of like, damn, I wish we would have gotten like a continuation of 78 or something in a way, you know, like what happens after he got shot off the balcony, you know?
Right.
That flashback scene is probably like one of the best like 5-minute chunks of horror for me in the last 10 years.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, the mask was just like, oh man, I want that mask, man.
I know.
I've been trying to
that.
Damn, it's hard. Get that skull.
I know. That's Austin. Austin is a fan of. He wants to get the flashback mask, and I was hoping Trick or Treat Studios was going to release it, but I'm guessing they're not. I mean, I think
I'm gonna hold out hope, but I think there was some like weird copyright thing that happened with that.
Oh, really?
I'm sure if we talk to Matt would probably have
you're
some,
right. We'll
some
have to-
info. Well, you know, I'll have to pick Matt's brain on that one.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But
yeah, no, that's we obviously, as you know, we're big fans of the trilogy as well, and it was so great to see that sort of that arc and that storyline that we got. And you know, we talked about it earlier on the show that you really, by seeing that continuation of the same director and the same producers and a lot of the same actors, like you just got a really good continuation of that you know, that series, which we haven't really ever had before. So that was what was awesome about it.
Well, to me, that's what hurt the old school sequels is that up until Halloween, 3, it was Season of the Witch. It was still the same team from 78. Right. Remember, after that, Carpenter and Deborah Hill sold the rights and they made Halloween 4. It was a whole new different team. So everyone's got a different vision of it, kind of in a way. Because none of the sequels were consistent, you know?
Yep.
Halloween 5 was consistent with 4, but after that, 6, H2O, not consistent at all. And that's the thing where Friday the 13th kind of beat them out, was they stayed kind of consistent in a way.
Friday the 13th, and we talked about this last week too, is not only were they consistent, like there's continuity, the mask remains the same, but they also gave you a different sort of like a different way to interpret the films in each one. I mean, you've got like starting at 4, you've got you know, Jason facing like a family situation. 5 is an imposter Jason. 6 is a psychic. 7.
No, 6 is the lives.
Oh, 6 is lives. He's a zombie. 7, he's a psychic or fighting a psychic.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something new every single one of those, where I think Halloween can get repetitive, especially those ones that you're talking about. So it was nice to have a vision and a through line with this latest.
I feel like Halloween kind of needs like the perfect kind of story, you know? Unlike Jason, it's just a slash fest, you know? Michael Myers, like Loomis, in a way, brought kind of philosophy into Michael Myers in a way, you know? Like
totally,
some different way of thinking about him than just, he just kills people, you know? Like he was like the Captain Ahab and shit for Michael Myers, you know?
That's
like Van Helsing, you know, pretty much like that. He's the one who gave you the background info, since he doesn't talk, you know? He's the one who ran around and told people, don't go near him, he's crazy and shit like that, you know? I miss the Loomis character, honestly. I miss that. That's why I loved Kills.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, and I mean, the thing is like, if you are a Michael Myers fan, which we all are, but if you're a Michael Myers fan and you want to see Michael do his thing and kill people, you're not going to get and again, you will get nothing better than Kills, because I mean, he just destroys people in that film. So that's where, you know, for us Halloween fans, if you want to see him kill people, that's the movie to do it.
That's the best one, man. Kills.
Right.
Absolutely.
No, that's awesome. Frank, do you have any social media or anything you want to give, any shout outs or anything like that?
Yeah, just look me up at Hollywood Horror Film Club on Instagram and YouTube, same name. I follow you guys both Instagram since like the beginning.
Awesome. Well, dude, and I got to thank you too, because you gave us a ton of shout outs for this show. So thank you very much for doing that. And you know, we definitely, let's make sure we connect out at H45.
Yeah.
Love to sit down and chat with you a little bit more about the series, and definitely connect. And yeah, just can't thank you enough for your support and for obviously coming on the show, and thanks for sticking around, because like I said, I get the technical difficulties thing sucks, but you rocked it. So good work.
You were worth destroying the show for.
Hell yeah, man. Rocked it.
Awesome, Frank. Hey, dude, thank you so much. Have a good night. We'll see you in a couple months. All right.
Peace out, y'all. Enjoy your night.
All right. See you, Frank. See you, Frank. Dude, that is out. Dude, we've got some people that we're gonna be hanging out with, which is really cool. I mean, that's exciting.
This has been like, I mean, it blows any other episode for me out of the water. Like, I've had so much fun tonight.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, no, exactly. Well, and like we've said, I think when you really like peel apart the onion of this podcast, what we're doing it for is because we want to connect with other Halloween fans, and we want to give people a place where Halloween lives on a weekly basis, where you may not have a new movie, you may not have a newspaper article or a news article or whatever about the series, but maybe this is a really good avenue to go and look and hear new information, or hear just people talk about what is going on with the franchise or where people want to see it go. So yeah, dude, I've had a freaking blast. Do we have any comments or anything that we need to get caught up on? My computer is totally took a shit.
We've still got Matt from HDN in here. Dude, you're the man.
Yeah, dude, that is awesome. Thank you.
Quality Work says NEG makes a good flashback mask, which is totally the truth. There's a couple. There's another guy on Etsy that has a killer flashback.
There's just a lot of talent out there in general. I mean, like, I joke that I say like I don't have talent with that kind of stuff, but I truly don't. You do. You could come up with a really cool design, but there are just people that put so much time and energy and love into what they're doing, and that's super cool. It makes fans like us happy.
I mean, I think, at the end of the day, people like we talked about shit on Halloween or horror movies, I guess, in general. But I found some of the most passionate, creative fan bases in the world on this. Right. And I think we talked about how, like, you gotta there's like a certain level of empathy, you find all these nice people in the horror community because you got to have some level of empathy to watch these films and feel for these characters. And it really is just like the best people in the world. So I can't speak for both of us, but I'd imagine this is going to become a much more frequent thing. I mean, this is so cool.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely do this again, and for all the people who were in this, and like Frank, people who stuck around for literally like 2.5 hours to get on the program. You guys, seriously, we cannot thank you enough from the bottom of our hearts for making two guys from Minnesota feel pretty good about this little podcast that we got going on, and there's a lot more that we have coming up. We've got some really exciting things coming up. I just brought up that Dick Warlock is going to be on the program here coming up, and that's going to be super exciting. And we have some other awesome shows that are planned. We're gonna do a little branching out, maybe take this show in I don't want to say a new direction, because it's always going to be Halloween Lives, the podcast of Michael Myers, but we might do a few other things that are still kind of in this realm, and
only in addition, never in
subtraction.
No. In replacement, it'll never be replacing this. It'll only be adding on top of it, because this is our thing, man. This is our bread and butter. This is what we love.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is our first episode, Live 25. Holy shit, we made it 25 episodes. We haven't killed each other. We're still brothers. And that is all because of you guys for giving us the support that you have. So thank you guys for sticking around tonight. We will do this again. Episode number 26 is coming next week. Can't wait to share that one with you. And we'll obviously see you next time. So thank you once again. I'm Blaine Duncan, and that is my brother Austin. We'll see you guys next time.
Thank you for watching Live 25.